episode 18, which is technically like 340 something.
I've given up.
But it's your boy Phony Toasted with the mostest.
Sass, old nerdy bastard. Sir, how are you?
I am good. I am alright. Yeah, I don't know. Still kind of... I'm hype and underwhelmed. In the reverse order.
Talk to me.
So last week, and we did... you hosted a nice little space where we discussed this a little bit. But
I did.
There were some changes in the Marvel Universe that were announced.
Okay.
A little bit of reveal. So we're getting Geek Fantastic 4.
Okay.
Which, things looked good so far. I'm a fan of the cast. Yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
We got Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Which I'm surprisingly way more excited for now.
Okay. Why is that?
I feel like they had really good energy on the stage.
Okay.
And, I feel like it just looked like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they gave a good vibe at SDCC.
Yeah. First steps, exactly. I feel like Thunderbolts is going to shock everybody because they've been very quiet on that one.
Yeah?
They've been very quiet on that one. Captain America, New World Order, you could tell that, they pushed that more. We learned more information about it. We learned who the bad guys is. We've seen things. Thunderbolts, we've seen shit.
Yeah.
We've seen absolutely nothing.
What's Thunderbolts drop date?
I think May.
May next year?
No, it'll have to be May before May because F4 is July.
Yeah, that's a close. Thunderbolts release.
Yeah, because I guess we never did SDCC, right? We never covered it because it was
Because it was right after the show. Yeah, so you did the space.
It was late at night. Yeah.
Did the space, but
it's
it was
May,
like
they're saying it's May. Okay, bet. Yeah, because they got to leave room for F4, which we did see some F4 fit. Okay, first let's get into it. Before we even get there, I have a revelation about... I'm not really a revelation, but I got some weird news.
Some weird news?
It was some weird news. It's very weird.
Okay, that's an open door.
Yes.
What's up?
Yes, my cat Barda.
Big Barda.
Yeah, my cat Barda, she's an outside cat.
And also a warrior of apocalypse.
Well, the reason...
hero.
Exactly. The reason why I called her Barda is that she's fucking humongous. Like, usually female cats are not big as like that. She is fucking huge.
Nice.
And she beats up all the other cats.
So
like,
Granny Cat.
Granny goodness, cat goodness. And so they announced. So around this time, we always got to get her shaved because her fur grows like crazy.
I remember talking about that.
Yeah. So
summertime can't be having that.
Yeah. This year her fur didn't grow as much, so we let it grow a little bit before we cut it. It'll grow fast for the winter. And so we take her to get cut, and we went to go pick her up, and I was like, "Yo, I have this cat. It's a girl. This is, and this is her name." So the guy went back there, and he went to the girls, and he was like, he came back out. He was like, "I don't see her here." I was like, "What?" And they were like, she's not here. And I was like, "Dude, I have the receipt, everything." He was like, "I know, because I rung you up when you got here. I don't see one. I don't see her." So he was like, "Let me try something different." He went to the men. She's in the men. He brought her out, and he was like, she was in the men for some reason. And I was like, well, that's fucking weird. Why would she be in the men? And the guy was like, I don't know. And after he said that, the vet comes outside from the back. And she was like, "Are you Barda's parents?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she says, "I don't know if anyone's told you, but your cat has both genitals."
You got a hermaphroditic?
That's what I said. I was like, "I have a hermaphrodite?" And she was like, "It's very, very rare. Like, But yeah, she has male and female genitalia. So I was like, so is it a boy or a girl? And the vet was like,
Or
yes. That's what she was like, yes. I was like, the fuck, man? Like, well, now I feel bad calling her a her.
Well,
them they kitty.
it's an easy name modification.
Okay.
Bard.
Bard?
Bard.
Just
Not
take the L.
Bardo, not Barda, just Bard.
Bard.
right smack in the middle.
shit.
Well, congratulations.
Good, thank you.
Well, technically you got another cat.
True.
You had a girl
True.
cat, now you got a boy cat and a girl cat.
True.
You got 2 for 1.
It also explains why she's so fucking huge. She's very big. And the vet said that too. She was like, when you guys brought her in, I was like, that can't be a girl.
So which gender would she box for in the Olympics? Both. Whichever she gets gold in.
Ah, shit.
See,
that whole situation, man.
See, I don't know. Like, I do have a problem with that situation.
The boxing situation?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some background.
Okay. So there was. You want to give it? I know you had a big post on it. I mean, it's.
You kicked it up.
All right. So there is a boxer in the Olympics who beat the snot out of a lesser boxer. And apparently, at some point, she was tested and found that she had a genetic abnormality to have more testosterone in her system than a normal woman. However, she is not a hermaphrodite. She is not a trans person. She is a woman who has an abnormality. Now, I'm going to go ahead and reach a little bit across the field.
Talk to me.
And talk about one of the greatest gymnasts that has touched the motherfucking mat, Simone Biles. I don't know if people have seen Simone Biles in day-to-day life.
Did you see, like, an hour ago? She fucking murdered it.
The pitch?
Yeah. Oh, no, not the pitch.
What?
She did the launch, like, an hour ago.
Oh, she did?
Fucking murdered
I
it.
haven't seen.
Fucking murdered
Yeah, I'll
it.
wait for the kid, because the
Okay,
kid likes it. She
makes
wants
sense.
to watch. So,
Makes sense.
We watched the replays, whatever.
Nice.
But if you watch her next to regular people, she is a tiny, tiny, tiny motherfucker. Now,
Very small. Very
most
small.
people who are that small can't get that level of leg muscle and body muscle to be able to do the things she does. She has a genetic abnormality. It's not common to be that short, that strong, and have power distributed that well through your body.
She got legit moves that are named after her because no one else can do it.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
In
I
the
didn't interrupt you.
NBA.
I just wanted to say that part.
There are a lot of people in the NBA, unless you can shoot like a motherfucking madman, you gotta have a certain height clearance that you can't just get.
I was going to say, look
You
at
know
Victor
what I'm
Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That nigga like 12 foot 18.
Niggas are not supposed to be that tall.
Now, genetic abnormality. The Olympics is a place where people who come from areas where the oxygen is different, who come from areas where they've had to do things like hunt for years and years, so their legs have evolved differently. Like, there are a lot of people who have genetic advantage based on where they're born. This woman just happened to be born with a genetic advantage. She's not on drugs. She's not on any kind of testosterone change. She's not a trans person. She is literally like, hey, look, I was born like this. I picked a sport that I have not dominated continuously in. Like,
I was going to say, she's lost.
This ain't her first rodeo.
She's lost before.
Because she beat, and the person she beat has been beat up so many times that they finally just gave up. Now all of a sudden she's catching flack because, and they're citing that, well, she has a genetic abnormality.
So?
Okay.
So?
I mean, literally, hey, look.
So?
You were born like this? Because
So?
guess what? A motherfucker come out, and that nigga got, like, low-level, like, Captain America powers, and he can run it through the thing. As long as he ain't enhancing himself, guess what? That's a competitor. Like, the rules are simple. She passed all the rules going in.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. Them motherfuckers got a job. They go out of their way to look for reasons to disqualify people.
So Superior or Irish brethren. He said an Irish boxer beat her in the last Olympics. I was going to say, she was in the last Olympics. Nobody said anything. And she lost. But yeah, like, an Irish boxer beat her. Yeah, like, so obviously that mutation doesn't give her that much of an advantage.
No, she literally had to do what most Olympians do. Train harder.
Yeah.
get better,
Yeah.
and come back stronger.
Yeah. And did you see the actual fight where the girl quit?
I did not see.
Fucking horrible form. I'm like, dog.
I didn't see the whole fight.
No wonder she got. Oh no, it was only 30 seconds.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a clip. Maybe that was the whole.
The clip was the whole match. The bitch just gave up. She got fucking chin checked. I was like, all right.
I saw one moment where she was basically like this. She like dropped her guard completely,
100
and like
and
you
lifted
could
her chin
see,
up.
you could see that she was like just watching, and I thought like, okay, maybe this is towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize this was that early in the fight.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, I mean,
The bell just dinged.
you suck. But I saw one of her previous fights,
Yeah.
and she got her ass whooped there too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dog, now people are like pulling that poor woman. Now I feel bad for her. Because now people are going back and looking at her training regimens and all that. They're like, oh, this bitch sucks. They're like, look at this. All these trainers are looking at their training stuff and they're like, dude, then why did she fucking lost?
It's one of those things where you got to start going down the list and think to yourself, maybe you guys should fish out a little bit more for better competitors for your country.
That's another thing. Let's talk about that. This is the part that really got me. She's Algerian. And Algeria is one of those countries, they don't fuck with LGBTQ at all. It's illegal to be gay there, if I'm not mistaken. It's definitely illegal to be trans.
Yeah,
So,
the trans process, and I don't know if trans people can't go there completely.
Nah,
but
but they don't-
Can't,
yeah.
you cannot get the surgery or be part of the representation.
Yeah, they don't
of
identify
that
you.
country.
Yeah.
Like that.
so I tell people, do you think a country like that is going to let one of them just be in the Olympics? To represent their country? Do you really believe that? Like, does that make sense to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's terrible. I feel bad for the girl, for the woman, because she didn't do anything wrong. All she did was punch a nigga in the face who had a horrible form. That's what you're taught to do.
To be fair, part of the problem is they thought it was a nigga punching a female. When in reality, it was two females fighting. One was extraordinarily bad at it.
Yeah.
And lost. And that happens. Like, did you see the, what's it called? Did you see the dude who did, like, he tried to do the dive? He did, like, 2 flips and landed.
Oh, yeah, he landed on his back. Yeah.
The backflip?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's saying the water was male. Or,
Yeah, like the water trans nigga, like what?
Like, it's don't get me wrong. I completely understand the actual concern that people have when it's like, yeah, I mean, yes, technically you could just spend like 18 to 20 years putting on masks and then say you're trans, maintain that mask while, you know, going on other drugs and everything, and then, you know, going and you do have a clearly unfair advantage based on body type. Get that. But this definitely ain't that situation.
At all.
At all by any motherfucking means.
It's not.
Like,
It's a woman.
whatsoever.
And here's the deal, too. There was a trans man who ran, a woman who transgender to a man, who ran in the long meter, the long run. But guess what? They made him run with the women. He transgender, but people were like, "Oh, look, transgender man. Oh, the man beat the women."
Which technically, you want to talk, well, that's fair. That's closer to more unfair because now that person is using male hormones to gain greater muscle mass and thus would actually have an advantage where it's like, yeah, if you are a man now, yes, go run with the men.
I mean, here's the
You
deal.
feel like you put on that much?
I feel like it.
Let's be real. You say Bolt out there, he gonna get that goal.
But then, here's the thing. I looked into it, and they said that they just took the hormones to look manly. They did the weigh and they did all the check, and they're like, they have the same body mass as a woman. They're good, and so they let him run, but he ran with the women, and I'm like, ain't that what y'all want?
Yeah,
ain't that what you guys wanted?
You know,
But usually they do it when the man transitions to a woman, and that's what they get mad about. But they don't say nothing about the woman who transitions to the man. They don't talk about when she does that for the sport.
interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, then they kind of just shut it down because all they heard was trans man. So they think it was a man who transgendered to a woman. It's like, no, that's not what happened. It's a trans man. As in, the man is trans. As in, he transgendered to a man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but they kept them playing in the same sport.
Yeah. See, and
I thought that's what y'all wanted.
I mean, it sounds that sounds pretty reasonable to me. I don't see what the problem there would be. But at the very same time, it in many cases is a complex issue. However, the boxing ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. It's cut and dry.
Yeah.
This is a person who was born a female.
Yeah.
He has an abnormality that's been recognized, understood, and has been allowed by Olympic rules. Most of the niggas making comments ain't Olympians. Like, who was it? Was it Jake or
J.K. Rowling? Oh, yeah, Jake Paul did it too. One of the Paul brothers. Of course she gonna hop in on this. Of course she
ain't
is.
your Harry Potter shit, nigga.
Listen, I can't. I wouldn't be able to fuck with Harry Potter no more. Harry Potter, anything. My daughter, God bless her. When I first met her, when she was 10 years old, she was the biggest Harry Potter fan. Biggest.
Many kids are.
But when she got older and found out how horrible individual J.K. Rowling is, she can't fuck with it anymore.
Don't blame her.
She can't. She just can't. And I'm with her. As in, like, bro, I can't fuck with this shit no more. Warren Ellis was one of my favorite writers.
Who?
Exactly. Thank you, Logan Paul. Here's another thing. Let me tell y'all about a school out here named Grant High School. Numerous state champions, sometimes went to nationals. Football team, great team. How did they get this far? I'll fucking tell you. They have like 4 or 5 clans of Samoans.
Yeah.
Families. Like 5 of them. And you know, if you know about Samoan families, they all live in the same house. And the mama just pumping them out. Pumping them out. And there's like a whole clan that's like 4 or 5, and they probably intermingle. They probably like, yeah, my daughter's gonna get with your son, and we just go. There's a big
bro,
village of these niggas.
You guarantee they know the individual mass index of
100%. So there's just a fucking village of these niggas going to this hood-ass high school, Green High School. So you got the fast niggas, the fast quarterbacks, the fast running backs, and they have fucking Milton Krakoan niggas.
Oh yeah, bro.
Blocking them.
Oh yeah.
There is nothing you can do.
They be like,
There's
yes.
nothing.
This one 14 pounds. He wanted to be like me.
Here's the thing: Samoan niggas will pow job your ass and pick you up.
Yeah. And it's very culturally like physical.
Yeah.
Like culturally very, very
Just
very
all
physical.
of them. They're warrior people. Their bones are like strength. Like they're all just
Samoans are Targaryens. No. Samoans are all the mountain. Every single one of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're all just the mountain.
Yeah, they're all the mountain.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part is like, you be like, oh man, this Samoan dude going da-da-da-da. Be like, bro, let's say you pull up and you like, bro, I got a 9 milli. You know, I got a Glock. I got a Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
That nigga pull up with hands and you still on the lower end of having a chance.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now.
yeah.
If you ain't pulling up with a shotty or better,
Yeah.
nigga, don't even bother, nigga. Them
100.
niggas is solid, just ass mass people.
Mass.
Or very, very, I mean, like you said, very, very fucking good on the football field. It's kind of like Kryptonians.
Yeah.
Like, they just built different.
They just built different. You don't see us complaining like, hey, man, I wasn't born with strong bones.
Bones?
Hey, man, hey.
Yeah, and that's crazy part. Samoans can have weak bones. All that fucking muscle just gonna cancel all that shit out.
Dan the Man, thank you for the compliment. I actually did some walking this morning.
Oh, nice.
It's
you
been,
gotta do it in the morning right now, huh?
Huh?
You gotta do it in the morning right now.
Yeah, we sweating already.
Yeah.
Like it's hot. I had to wake up at 4 a.m. and just get a good walk in. And I saw my hermaphrodite.
Fucking or getting fucked.
Listen, man. No wonder when we took them to go get circumcised, and the guy was like. Because I don't see anything. And we're like, what? And they're like, yeah, I don't see anything.
So does he have to get like neutered and spayed?
Nothing. That's what the vet said. The vet was like, it's good. It doesn't even have reproductive organs.
Oh.
So yeah, that's why I was like, they're like, did you take it?
That
to get
is
looked?
such a wild
Yeah.
place in evolution,
Ain't it?
because it's like, yeah, basically like evolution stopped your entire genetic line.
Absolutely. And
Something mutated in a way which, I mean, most cats are born in litter, so I wonder what the other cats in that litter would have been like.
the vet said that they are probably a result of inbreeding, and just years and years of inbreeding, and it just eventually just one came out of mutate, and basically her chromosomes got confused.
Oh, see Superior Comics? The cat is a Targaryen, not the Samoan.
Hey, hey,
The Samoans
hey.
are the other families. The cat, this cat was all in the same. And
Yeah,
now we finally got.
yeah.
I guess so. Is your cat technically like Daenerys? Last of the line.
She's white. Oh, hey, 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 Targaryen.
She been walking. She been
Hey.
walking around like, y'all call me Barda. I'm Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh shit, incest cat. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why you get your cat spayed and neutered, because if not, they will fuck each other.
Bang, bang, bang.
Nothing. They'll fuck their mom. It's nothing.
Bang, bang, bang. But yeah, so to people like Logan Paul, who
He apologized, by the way.
He apologized. Which, hey, look, you should, because number one, you're not an Olympic caliber athlete. Talking
all.
about Olympic caliber athlete.
At all. Mind your business.
You know, you put on like, I mean, look, hey, and this is the thing. I don't fuck with the whole brand, him or the Jake thing. I don't care for it. But at the very same time, like, I get it.
Yeah.
You are a YouTuber who's now doing, you know, you went from video to physical things, and you're able to do certain promotion things. You make a lot of money at it.
Yeah.
Cool. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
You know, like,
Shut up.
we don't need your,
Shut up.
you know, hey, and
Shut
it's
the fuck
still
up.
at the same time, to your
Shut
credit, appreciate that you apologize, because more people need to learn to do that. You know,
I think
you're gonna say something wrong, at least, you know. I mean, I know the apology ain't never as loud, but
I think they pulled up on him and were like, bro, you're about to fuck up your bag.
yep.
Apologize
Hey,
right now.
lucky you that you have smart people in your corner. Not
Yeah,
everybody got
yeah.
that. You should appreciate whoever told you that. Go to them and say thank you. They better be on your Christmas list. You better buy them a present on goddamn Halloween, nigga.
Yeah. Speaking
But-
of, speaking, what is Halloween got to? Never mind.
Let's play, nigga. Treat everything like a holiday, nigga. By every time a special occasion come up, you buy that nigga a present, nigga. It's fucking Independence Day. Hey, nigga, you want a big box of fireworks, nigga? I got you.
Every
I
holiday,
got you. Every time there's a holiday. President's Day, nigga. Hey, nigga, you just want money?
St. Patrick's Day when you get a pint. Nigga, when you get a pint.
I'll give you a little mini pot of gold, nigga.
Speaking of Superior Comics, you still owe us a pint. If we don't make it out there, you come out here.
Well, if he comes out here, then we'd have to owe him the pint, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You come out here, we'll get you the pint. Probably won't be good as y'all's pint.
You come out here, we'll get you the gallon.
Yeah, the guy. Why? So you can kill it in front of us?
You know,
Them niggas drink.
Yeah.
He's drinking right now. He's probably at the bar.
Well, you want to have a good appetizer before you get the drinking started.
Fair. Speaking of apologies, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee,
Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
We'll just talk about it. So recently,
So well, we have to talk about the other thing first, right?
but
Do we have to talk about SDCC?
no, we'll get there. This is part of that.
Oh yeah, no, I just didn't know if you wanted to give that and then.
No, this is a good
Okay.
transition to it.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a good transition. We'll be talking about apologies. We'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll get
crap, my
there.
nigga.
We got some shit because that's gonna take a big chunk of our time. So let me get this out and then we'll get right
I had
to
an
it.
alternate title too that I was going to use, and then you sent me trap.
What are you gonna call it?
Huh?
What are you gonna call it?
Well, then I'd have to tell you around SDCC. Remind me around SDCC.
Yeah.
So we don't want to jump into that. 'Cause I say it, then we start talking about it.
Oh, okay, I got you. We'll get there.
One day.
No, we will. Like, we have a lot of time. We got this.
Jamie Lee Curtis looks like she don't like black people.
Shit.
I'll allow that.
You allow it? Shit. So she, first of all, actors in Hollywood, please learn your lesson. When you're getting interviewed, or even if you're just walking and someone from TMZ is asking you something,
It's not a good thing.
please don't answer any questions about Marvel. Don't do it. For your own benefit. And the reason why I would highly recommend not doing that is because that's going to take over the narrative. Why do you think they randomly ask you that? Bitch, you're not in the Marvel film. Why are they asking you about the Marvel film? Because they want you to say something about it. So Jamie Lee Curtis has not been quiet about her disdain for Marvel. She has taken multiple pot shots. Whatever. She's entitled to feel that way. But she was very happy she won over Angela Bassett, which was complete bullshit. But that's okay. So recently, for some reason, she was probably promoting that movie's coming out next week that's gonna bomb horribly.
What movie?
Borderlands.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
And what's her name?
Oh no, it's funny because it looks like it would be entertaining if it was like just like an HBO movie or something like that. Like, but at the same time, like going to the theater, like I don't know, there's elements of it that I don't feel like will overly pack theaters. Cause like the younger character, I feel like my daughter would have fun with, but at the same time, the movie's not at her rating
at all.
You know, so it's kind of like,
And Deadpool's been taking over. I went and saw Trapped last night, and they made us go into Trap.
What's Trap?
With M. Night Shyamalan along Ding Dong.
I don't do that no more.
No, but I'm gonna be real with you. This one was pretty decent. Did you not see the trailer for it?
Nope. Oh well, maybe I might have seen the trailer for it and just not care. What's the trailer for?
I mean, I can tell you the consensus of it.
No. You brought up the movie. Let's see the trailer for it. My nigga.
Like, I don't. It's just Trap.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I thought we watched it on the podcast.
Did we?
I think we did. Even they're saying in the chat, they're like, they watched it on the podcast.
Oh, hold on, I gotta.
With Josh Hartnett, the resurgence of Josh Hartnett.
Yes,
I'm
okay.
Yeah.
That did look interesting.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
So, movie's good. Completely crumbles in the third act. So M. Night Shyamalan.
Because I don't know. Like, I feel like movies are decent. Like that piece of shit that he did to finish the Unbreakable trilogy,
Glass.
Like that started off. Well, but like you said, it's like your third act. Like I feel like M. Night Shyamalan is one of those directors, and I feel like there's a lot of them who, like, you have a really, really good idea that gets people very interested.
Yeah.
But you don't have a complete story. And that's where I feel like there's a lot of things where it's like there's some shows and stories where it's like, no, it should end in the first season.
Yeah,
you know,
I got you.
Like, you remember? Oh fuck, what was that show called? What was that show? You remember the show where dude is like basically like he's like a Uber driver or whatever, and he ends up taking this girl, she winds up dead, and then he ends up going to jail for it.
Oh, yes.
You remember what I'm talking about?
Yes, I forgot the name. It was Aziz, South American. I mean South Asian dude. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like it was one shot, and you remember how it ended?
Yeah.
Like it ended fucked up, right? But at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's it. Or there's an easier one, Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, dude.
Like I love how the story ended with like, oh no. There's no happy ending here. No, you don't get no bounce back and everybody's good and everything like that. Like some stories are like you just need to complete. Like one of the worst things I think Hollywood does, Matrix suffered from this, is where you had a complete story, but money makes you make more.
The Matrix overperformed. Like nobody thought it would do as well as it did.
Yeah.
It was just a simple story. A black woman made, and they stole.
Little Alice in Wonderland mixed with crucifixion, classic tales that a black woman put together.
His daughters are saying The Watcher is a great idea, but it dragged for no reason. Well, it was based on a book that wasn't that long, and so they did have to drag it out. So that makes sense. But anyways, it's a normal M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie. Actually not typical because this one was interesting and was very thrilling until the third act that just went to shit.
That's all his fucking movies.
Not
that
all of
fucking
them.
elevator movie was like that.
What, Devil?
That shit was like that. You like, oh man. I mean, you knew what it was. You
the
knew
ending
what it was.
of Devil pissed me off because I was like, I called that from the beginning.
The ending of all his movies piss people off, bro. That's the whole. That's the
Now
problem.
this one, the ending didn't piss me off. It was the third act. The
Entirely.
third act was like, all right, bro. This
So
shit
more
just
like
went.
Glass, then.
Yes. But I will say, Josh Hartnett is fantastic.
I think M. Night's going backwards. Like, I think, like, he started where it was like you have the Shyamalan twist at the end.
Yeah.
And now he's, like, working so hard on it that it's like your movies are just progressively
Yeah.
getting worse earlier in the movie.
Yeah, nah, Josh should have been Spider-Man. He was already kind of older when he was starting to do it. I mean, yeah,
And
Tobey
he
was the
like
perfect
6
one.
before.
Yeah, but also Josh Hartnett.
Like, when I Hugh Jackman fucking ass Spider-Man and shit.
Hey, listen, man. I want. Let's get back to Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm gonna get back to this. I'm gonna circle back. So Jamie Lee Curtis. That's on me. I did branch off. Jamie Lee Curtis. They asked her in an interview. They said, "What do you think about what the phase of Marvel? What phase do you think they're on?" And then she says, "The bad one." The bad one. And of course that took over the headlines. Then like a day or two later, she apologizes for it.
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts. My first thought was, well, that's bullshit. And people were shocked at my response. I was like, no, that's bullshit. If that's how she feels, that's how she feels. She's entitled to feel that way, whether I agree with her or not.
Yeah.
She's been doing this a bazillion years. She has the right to be like, fuck this shit. It's not professional. But whatever, that's what she's entitled to do. That's why people, I never got mad at Martin Scorsese. Never got mad at Martin Scorsese. Why? He's entitled to be like, fuck this shit, especially if it's something he doesn't fuck with. Unprofessional,
See,
but whatever.
I would give Jamie's question a little bit more flack than I feel like the Scorsese questions and stuff. Only because it's like, well, you were asked a very specific question and you gave more of like a personal how you feel answer. Where it's like, Martin went out his way to like discredit the whole concept.
Yeah.
Talking about they're not cinema and like made all this pretentious shit. It's like, not only are you like you say it's not professional, you kind of being snobbish like a dick.
And that's why I wasn't tripping. I was like, oh, you're just a fucking asshole. Like, all right.
And let's be real, bro. You've been making the same movie for your entire career.
With the same people.
Yeah. Like, and people are like, oh, well, he made a couple other movies. No, nobody really cared about those.
Yeah. I like The Irishman, even though it was like 9 hours long. But that movie really came and went. Like, people watched it, and they're like, all right, cool. Then they just kept the bullshit.
I mean, let's be real. Like, and sometimes, hey, I'm not saying they're a bad thing, but like, to be like, oh, it's not cinema or like suggested it's formulaic or it's not there in any way. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure more creative filmmakers feel that way about you. Like, you're famous for doing the same shit.
Scorsese made Happy Feet?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying.
I know that.
He did other things.
Yeah.
You don't associate it with him.
I didn't know he was no damn Happy Feet.
And trust me, it's great, but let's be real. People talk about your mob movies as some of the greatest of all time. You ain't fucking with them Pixar films with your Happy Feet. Let's be real. It is a okay, decent. Like I've heard my kid years and years later bring up, hey, I want to rewatch Moana. Hey, I want to rewatch Maleficent.
Does she want to rewatch Inside Out 2?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she want to rewatch Inside Out 2. She want to rewatch Inside Out. She ain't never been like, hey, let me cop that Happy Feet, nigga.
Inside Out 2, a.k.a. the biggest cartoon in existence.
Yeah.
Inside Out 2.
Well,
I
want to go back on the podcast. I'm like, bro, I think Inside Out 2 is gonna get him out of here because people was hyped for Inside Out.
I didn't
and
know
let's
that.
be real, like but it's also, I feel like it hits on a lot of levels.
The Wolf of Wall Street is a classic. Here's the thing: MTF says Scorsese is still a legend. He is, but two things can be right at the same time. One, he's a legend. Two, he's a fucking asshole.
I'm just saying, to be pretentious about what other people are doing, especially in something that's like, it's a hard thing. And let's be real, that context has been there before, and he would be one of the people talk about, where it's like, well, back in the day when film started, the context was, oh, well, it's not real acting because you guys have multiple takes.
Yeah.
We have to get up there on stage and do it right the first time.
Oh, fuck off.
Like,
Fuck off.
hey, look, let's be real. it's a harder thing to do.
It is.
Being able to change cameras, being able to reset up scenes. Like, no, them motherfuckers got to work out doing all that shit within a given period, live in front of you, and make it look as good as possible. That is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
And some could argue easily that film is a much easier thing to do. You could do it over time. I mean, you're making that 2 hours over months, over years, refining it, cutting it, editing it, doing all. Them niggas got one shot.
Yeah.
Do not miss your chance to blow. Nigga, mom spaghetti all over the shirt if you fuck up, nigga.
No, 100%.
It's
100%.
It's a different thing, but that context was there.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
You know,
And so, I was wondering why Jamie Lee Curtis apologized. I was like, that's not like her to apologize. Jamie Lee Curtis is very matter-of-factually, like, very, like, this is how I feel. She made those last Halloween movies basically because she saw the remakes and was like, fuck out of here. That's basically what she was like, yeah, fuck out of here. Let me tell y'all.
in the fans.
But, yeah, so, then I realized, oh, shit. Freaky Friday 2 is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
You just ripped on your current bosses. Yeah, you get up there and you apologize, bitch. I see the mouse kicking down their door, like, oh.
He said, oh.
Look here, bitch. I'm selling your fucking check. Oh.
Come here, Freaky Friday in this motherfucker.
It's gonna be real Freaky Friday in this bitch. You don't go up there and fucking apologize, bitch.
Is Lindsay Lohan coming back for Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
Too? Yeah, because I thought she was making a return, right?
Yeah. You want to hear something random about Lindsay Lohan?
What?
Steph Curry's wife and her are best friends.
Really?
This is so random. Like, they're like
all
best
the people.
Yeah, everyone's returning.
Oh, that's crazy.
A mouse watching the interview like, get my fucking mouse control. No, 1,000%. Listen, the mouse takes a bullet for no one. Who the fuck are you? Actually, I take that back. The mouse takes a bullet for one person. Ryan Reynolds.
What?
Ryan Reynolds.
Well, I don't say I'm taking no bullet for Ryan.
Yeah, they are.
Ryan bringing money home to.
Say that again?
Ryan bringing money home to Mousy.
One more time.
Ryan bringing money home to Mousy.
Okay, so they're like, yeah, he can get his shit off.
No. That's the thing. He ain't getting his shit off. That's literally part of the bag.
But no, that's true. That's true.
Let's keep it 100. And
Yeah.
I think, and don't get me wrong, like, Marvel's not the first to do this, but
That wasn't a bullet.
yeah, I'm saying Marvel's not the first to do this. Teen Titans Go did a good job of this. Sometimes you allow certain characters and things, especially if it's funny, to be able to point at things and make them a little more lighthearted. It takes the edge off. Like,
You're right.
Let's be real. Them jokes have a actual net profit.
Here's the deal. You're right. You're not wrong.
You
However,
know.
I've never seen this with Disney.
Oh, well,
I've never seen this with Disney. Well, let me tell you. Ryan Reynolds retweeted her statement and said, "Oh, for real? So no one can make fun of Marvel after no one can dislike Marvel after Endgame?
What?
The fuck?"
And you know what? You guarantee that was a beautifully tactical thing to also lighthearten the situation. But let's be real.
Feige!
These
You're a
moves
smart
are
man.
tactical.
You're a
These
smart
moves are
man,
tactical
Feige.
because you have to be able to find somebody good enough to be able to point live and stuff. And Deadpool's not only the perfect
It
character,
makes sense, yeah.
Ryan's one of the perfect people to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially on a project where it's like, yeah, you know he's given all the things that people say they complain about, where it's like you had creative freedom. You know, you had creative freedom.
Say that one more time.
Creative freedom.
I don't want to hear any of y'all say Feige don't get niggas creative freedom no more. I don't want to hear that because he's allowing this nigga to rip his shit on his own shit. He's paying this man to diss his shit.
Well, let's be real. It also makes sense from the brand standpoint. Deadpool ripping your shit versus like I can hear them doing like Thor. Oh, the Marvel universe sucks.
That you Australian accent? That's your Australian accent?
Oh my God.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You know, like that would come off horribly. Like that's like, why is he saying it of all people? And then people go back to Love and Thunder, like, oh, maybe it's sharing comedy, maybe this doesn't work. But Deadpool,
It makes sense.
with 3 solid comedies,
It makes sense.
it fits the character. He has third wall. He's talking about something that's actually going, and it's pointing yourself at it's pointing the finger at yourself, saying, "Hey, look, we know. We know.
It's Deadpool.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Deadpool.
Let's be real. They could have just as easily cut that out and be like, no, you couldn't say it. But instead, it's like, yeah, we know.
No,
we get it.
Feige has said, I just let this nigga cook. And every single person who's been a part of Deadpool and Wolverine have all said, I can't believe that Feige allowed us to do this. I can't believe. Once again, Wesley Snipes being in Deadpool and Wolverine is a big deal.
And let's be real. Did you hear Wesley talk about how it all happened?
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I got a call from
Got a phone
Ryan
call.
after like 20-some years.
Yeah.
You know, because I think the last Blade trilogy was 2003, 2004-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, and he told me, you know, his idea. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, it ain't going to happen. And
Yeah.
he was like, well, if I make it happen, would you be down?
Mm-hmm.
He said, you know what? Yeah, I would
Let's do
absolutely be down.
Let's do it.
If it could happen.
Let's-
And lo and behold, made it fucking happen. I was happy to be there.
Feige was like, bruh, just cook. Just go.
Yeah.
Here are the keys. Here's the keys, and here's millions of dollars. Go. And he let Ryan cook.
Hey, and let's be real. He's done the same with less already.
This is true.
Because that first Deadpool movie had a horror movie budget.
Yeah.
And
That's actually in Eternals was creative freedom enough. And they had a gay nigga kiss. Like, I don't see no other superhero film doing that. Like, that was a big deal. There were countries who would not play Eternals because of that one scene.
Eternally will not play.
Eternally would not play it. That's funny. And that had to have been a tough decision because you're basically saying no to money.
Yeah.
You're basically, not even basically, remove basically.
Well,
you are saying no to money.
That's because of formula.
The formula to make less money?
Yep.
But yeah, I don't want to hear that they don't give creative freedom to their directors again. But Feige, you're smart. Feige's a very smart man. Feige's like, all of y'all, some of y'all, a good amount of y'all are going to agree with him. And then you're going to want to support him. That's fine. I'll take your money. I'll take the grifter money too.
A wise man once said, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money.
Fuck it.
Dollar bill, yo.
Fuck it. So if Deadpool's the one that appeals to the grifters, okay. Whatever. Sign the check though. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, we suck. Yeah, everything at the end game sucks. That'll be $30. I'll take that. I'll take all that shit. That's fine. Like what Snoop Dogg said when the Christians were buying his album and running it over. He was like, they gotta buy it.
Thank you for your donation.
Yeah, 1,000%. I'll take the money.
Like I remember that shit too. Like I'm sold out here. I'm sold out
Yeah.
here. I'm sold out here.
Yeah, that's fine. They were clearing out record shops.
Oh yeah, bulldozing them in the street.
Yeah, bulldozing them in the streets. He's like, whatever.
Cool.
Cool.
Guess what? We're sending more out to the store because they got
Yeah.
to reorder it.
Yeah. That's what the store people said. They were like, Greg, we sold out. We had to re-up.
Had to reorder.
We had to re-up.
And you know what that does? Brings more attention. All that stuff got news stories
Mm-hmm.
for advertising.
Yeah, okay, so let's get to it. We're going to talk about that Doom shit. Because I feel like it's going to get intense in here.
Really?
I feel like it's going to get intense in here. It gets intense in here when me and him have a completely different opinion. And I feel like we will on this.
Dr. Robert Von
Shut up.
Doom Jr.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. We're not going to... The only reason why is because we have shit to cover. And don't call him that because he's not... Shut up. Anyway.
Dr. Robert? He's the dude
Stop.
playing
Can you stop this? Can you stop this? Can we not do this?
He really is the dude playing the dude disguised as the other dude.
And the fans shouldn't be mad because they asked for it. Okay, Isaiah, pump the brakes because I want you for this. But I want you when we talk about it because we're gonna get there. Okay, so Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
How come we haven't seen anything about Thunderbolts?
It's too good. We can't put it on film.
Apparently, they showed something, and they said it was very intense.
Hayden Panettiere's tits.
What?
Just Hayden Panettiere, or what is it? Not Hayden Panettiere. Oh, damn, what is it?
Are you talking about Madame Pugh?
Madam Pugh's tits? Because that would just that movie would go box office platinum immediately.
She said she's like, I have no problem doing sex scenes. God bless her.
Yeah.
God bless her. But also real shit. I'm excited for Thunderbolts because they've been very quiet about this film. The film is filmed. It's done, and I'm seeing nothing.
Is it because the asterisk?
And they won't say what the asterisk is. I have an idea what it is.
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's a special character.
Well, they're saying Sentry's in it.
No. Special character on the keyboard.
No. Like the actual special character.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a
That,
special
that,
character, yeah.
fair. I remember when niggas were ripping on me when I saw the asterisk. I was like, yo, there's like an asterisk every time. People were like, oh, it's just there. I was like, that makes no fucking sense. It's on the chair. It's on merch. On the director's chair. It's on merch. When all the actors tweeted about it, they made sure that asterisk was there. And on the Marvel Studios post about it, that asterisk, I was like, that asterisk isn't just there, bro. Like, there's a reason for it.
Dark Avengers.
I'm leaning towards maybe that. I feel like there's going to be more people in this movie. Just like Deadpool, where it was revealed that there's more people in the movie. Sean Levy did something I found very interesting. He retweeted a bootleg.
A bootleg, huh?
You know how people bootleg? First of all, I'm not new to this. I'm not new to this internet game. We some old niggas. Movies get leaked all the time, B. But they're never in that good of a quality. That Deadpool and Wolverine bootleg quality is like the best I've ever seen. I'm like, dog, that looks ripped right from the...
Well, yeah, I mean, we're in the digital age. You should be able to just rip it straight from the... Like, if you have good sources for movies, you generally get, like, HD quality.
HD quality. I don't know, this quality was, like, good. Like, we've seen it. And there's, like, good quality, but this shit that's online now... I'm like, nigga, this is just a movie. This ain't even, like... You know when they film it on the, like, you can tell it was filmed on something else? Mm-hmm. No, nigga, this is just a fucking movie.
That's cool, though.
And Sean Levy retweeted some of them. I'm like, I have never seen that in my life. I've never seen a director retweet the bootlegs. They want you to go see that shit. That means something to me. That means these niggas are so confident. They are so confident that this film is out of here. That they just retweet whatever, nigga. We're pretty sure you've all seen it by now. If not, you already know what's going down with it.
They did a straight from camera, if anything. They got that digital copy.
Like Kaiju said, like, yeah, the bootleg is pristine. Like, it's like, dog, did y'all just go and steal the fucking film? The actual film from a theater?
I'm weak.
Yeah, I've seen half the movie on Twitter. It has already surpassed both predecessors at the album. Yeah, they're already like, it's out of here. We don't care. Passing both of your films in 1 week is insane. Almost unheard of.
Yeah.
They're saying either it hits $1 billion this week or definitely next.
I mean, and why not?
I told everybody, I said, bro, three things.
6:30 right now.
They're saying it's gonna end at probably 8 this week. 3, because that's not updated. It's definitely past the other ones now. There's 3 things about this movie, and I'm sorry. Someone at my job, someone was like, "Dude, why do you say 3 like this?" And I go 2 like this and 1. My 2nd grade math teacher was practically a Nazi.
Nazi is old.
He was very German. He's very German. And in Germany, they don't do 1, 2, 3. They do 1, 2, 3. So when he would show us how to do it, he would do it this way. And parents were pissed. Parents were pissed at him. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Your German gang sign.
So they made him stop, but I liked it. I do 1, 2, 3 like this. Like, it's weird. Only reason why I did that, because like in my job, my boss brought it up. She was like, "Are you saying okay or are you saying 3?" That was the plot point in Inglourious Basterds. Exactly. So like, I was watching Inglourious Bastards, and at that scene, I was like, "Oh shit!" When he went 3 glasses.
You know you done fucked up now.
Yeah, he was like 3 glasses. I was like, "Oh shit!" And I noticed the guy was looking like, because I did it the German way, and everyone noticed. They're like, "Nigga, what? Why are you doing like this?" Oh shit! But anyways, yeah. The 3 things that I knew this movie was out here. 1, Deadpool. 2, the Wolverine suit. 3, X-Men in the MCU. Actually, I'll take that 4. 1 is Deadpool. 2, Wolverine accurate suit. 3, X-Men in the MCU. 4, first R-rated MCU movie. Niggas is stepping out. Niggas is stepping out. They're gonna step out, they're gonna go see it. And they're gonna see it a bunch of times. My daughter has already seen it like 4 times. And I told people that's how these movies make $1 billion.
It's mostly for, I'm sure it's mostly for the NSYNC dance at the beginning.
Greatest opening.
I don't know. I feel like it is amazing, but at the same time, Peacemaker
Okay, let's talk about it.
does have one
Talk
of the
about
greatest openings.
I agree.
It makes less sense than the Deadpool one.
I agree. But what made the NSYNC one with Deadpool so great is that NSYNC is now like on the charts again. And they changed the video on YouTube. It now says from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Nice.
I'm like, dude, the Deadpool effect.
The Deadpool effect.
The Deadpool effect.
Yeah, all in.
Yeah.
All in.
Yeah. And what I like about the Deadpool one...
Ryan Reynolds called him up, hey guys, I'm going to bring you back.
Listen, man, I'm just going to say this. I can see Ryan Reynolds being Marvel's new James Gunn. Let me tell you why. They really let James Gunn cook. Like, bro, get your shit off. And he was so good at it, they were going to give him other shit.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to give him other shit. I can see them doing that with Ryan. I can see them saying, yo, bro, you do you.
I think Ryan will have some entries.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to be like a big thing. Mostly because it's like he does already have his own production company, and you can tell he likes doing his own projects.
He does.
Like, that motherfucker is booked and busy.
Deadpool is his own project.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I think he'll do more for that effort. But I don't think he'll like brand. Oh, it'll be kind of like James with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You're going to stick around your thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like, just because he's like, you obviously have your whole own brand.
Because he has a production company, so he could have a whole production company just dedicated to the MCU shit. That's just another stack. That's another stack on top of the other shit you're doing. I still think that Mystery Science Theater 2000, 3000 style MCU watch along series with Deadpool could do numbers. I want him and Lewis together. Ryan can handle some of the X-Men stuff. Not maybe. Obviously, he has his finger on the pulse.
If they do X-Force, I give it to Ryan.
Absolutely, and they said they want to do it. Also,
and anytime they do Juggernaut, they need to consult Ryan.
Now I'm with you. Here's the deal. Like James Gunn can make shit happen. Ryan can make shit happen. Once again, for the millionth time, I don't think you guys understand how crazy it is while he got Wesley Snipes. If you don't understand why, look up the history of Blade 3. When Wesley said he was shocked he got a phone call. Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, after 20 years.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. And there's a reason why it was after 20 years. There's a reason for that. Let's just say Wesley and Ryan. Actually, let me take it back. Wesley and everybody. It was Wesley versus everybody for the Blade 3 movie.
Well, and wait, what? Was the Blade 3?
Nah, here we go.
Did it not come out?
I think so. Let him have X-Force. I almost say let him just run the X-Men shit. He doesn't have to write it. Okay? Talk to me.
No.
Okay?
I want more versatility in the X-Men universe. I feel like different teams need to have entirely different fields. That's one of the best parts about the X-Men.
Also, you're right.
X-Factor should feel very different than X-Force, should feel very different than the primary X-Men team. versus like an astonishing X-Men team or even like a young New Mutants type team. Like they should all, I feel, have very different flows. But at the very same time, like, no. X-Force, I would want bloody. I would want vicious.
Who's your team? Who's the squad?
All right, well, let me say, first of all, I don't want my nigga Warpath.
You don't?
No, I said I want.
Okay, I was gonna jump your ass.
I want my nigga Warpath.
Why do I like Warpath so much? I don't know what it is. Like, I love
design
Warpath.
is great, dude. He's a big ass native with just blades and like
Vibranium blades.
yeah, bro.
Vibranium blades.
Set to do damage. Like
I just like that he's. What's his power? I'm big. I'm strong. I'm fast. I'm durable. And everyone's like, okay, that's pretty bland. Oh, I also fucking fly.
Yeah.
I was like, what? You can fly? Yeah.
Well,
Why can you?
Kind of like the new Black Noir in the Blade. In,
Yeah, it is.
in the Boys. So it's like I can fly too.
I can fly.
So few people can. You're like, oh.
Okay, all right, okay.
That changes a lot.
I mean, if they're smart, he said, "Can Deadpool be the new Cam?" He was like, "I've been saying that for years."
Yeah, same. We said they'd do it, but it would probably be a while just because of the taste. You know, it'd be in poor taste to do it right away.
Why?
Like back right after Stan died.
Stan has been dead for like 3 years.
No, I said it would have been tasty to do.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It would have been important because they've had Fox for a while.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It would have been poor taste to do it right away. But I said, I
Mm-hmm.
would just say, you give it a little bit, and now I feel like it's a better time.
Yes.
You've introduced Deadpool to the market.
Yes.
So it's like, and plus, like, you could also do it and maintain a degree of continuity and say he was doing these things when he had time down.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So,
Super Sense is it's very stereotypical, but he's a good tracker.
yeah.
Very stereotypical, but whatever.
But whatever. I like his look, especially with the silver and black
Yes.
suits. Was great.
Yes.
I want Laura, aka Wolverine.
Oh, okay, so you want Wolverine?
Of course, Deadpool would be on the team.
Okay, so we got Pool, we got Warpath, my nigga Warpath.
No.
We got Wolverine. Who else?
If Zazie comes back, and probably only if Zazie comes back, Domino.
Okay, I like this energy.
Of course, I'd have to get Logan. I'd want Logan, and I wouldn't have Field Logan. I'd want Logan more in charge, kind of being the one disseminating X-Men missions to them.
I would just do the OG New Mutants turn X-Force.
The only wild card I would have that you might not see, and because she can also be brutal as fuck, I would say in a New Mutant, Magic.
I feel like Magic is gonna blow up soon.
Yeah.
I feel like Magic is gonna blow up, and what I mean by that, she's already very popular. She's one of those characters. She's kind of like how Deadpool was before the movies. Very popular.
She has a great design.
Yeah.
Very good backstory.
Yes. Powerful.
Extremely powerful. I think people sleep on how powerful she actually is.
I blame the writers for that, though.
Technically, like, you have to realize, like, she is a demon lord. And all demon lords in their own realm have essentially infinite power.
In an army.
Yeah, you have to take them out in a very specific way. And one of the unique things about Magic is she could teleport people to her own realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like she literally like, oh, I can't fuck with you out here. Teleport, drop you in my place. All right, the game done changed now. Nigga.
Are y'all good now? Who's more popular, Magic or Psylocke? And the only reason why is that Psylocke has been popular since the X-Men fighting game.
Yeah, she has more media.
She's been in more things. She's been around longer. But Magic is up there.
Magic's actually gotten I'd probably say Marvel Snap. Because you see the what's it called? The forums and everything. People talk a lot about Magic because she's a really good card. She's a game-changing card.
Yeah.
So they talk about her, and her designs are really good for it.
And she's in a lot of video games. She's in Midnight Suns. She's in Marvel Rivals, which I have been addicted to.
Is it still running, the beta?
The beta is still running to the 8th. It doesn't even have a release date. I found that very interesting. That there is no release date.
that they didn't have one. Because I want to get into it and I'll be all excited, and then I'm like, oh, well.
I feel bad about liking Marvel Rivals because it's fucking Overwatch.
Which, let me be real, like,
It's third-person Overwatch.
Overwatch went out their way to shoot themselves in the foot.
They did.
And if they would have done like the first game where they just released Overwatch 2, gave it all the flexibility, and just did free updates, but charged everybody $60 again, it would have sold like hotcakes.
Yeah. Afro Punks can take. Oh, don't do that.
True.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I appreciate it, but don't do that because he's not wrong. Anyways, no, but Magic's great. I can see her getting a push. I see her getting a solo. Psylocke's getting a solo comic. I can see her getting a solo. Magic can do a lot because Magic is linked to. Marvel has a whole Magic side. Like there's Strange, there's Scarlet, there's Agatha. There's a whole side of just Magic shit.
Yep. And a lot of like people forget. Ghost Rider was extremely popular, and he's linked to that same world because he's technically, he's Mephisto's realm. Mephisto is in Limbo.
But ain't she the queen of Limbo though?
She's the queen of Limbo. Mephisto's realm's a different hell.
Okay. There's different levels.
There's different. There's entire. Each one is its own pocket dimension.
I got you.
Or pocket universe to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket dimension or pocket universe, they expand to unknown lengths, but that's why each one is king of their own. But like technically, even like Sidorak is, he's a demon lord in his realm or any realms he's claimed. He is the omnipotent being.
Yeah.
That's why on the other show
I remember we talked about that. Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, this motherfucker, like, Magic ain't come and slap a Sidorak.
Nah,
not in his room. Now, she was in Limbo and he was in Limbo. That's a different conversation.
He ain't going over there. The demons, the demon lords, know not to fuck with each other. Like, all right, bro, you over here, I'm over here. Yeah. You don't come in my shit, I don't go in your shit.
Yeah, even the Dread Dormammu has the same technical principle.
Did you just call this nigga the Dread Dormammu?
Yeah,
I like it.
Just in case he comes.
I like it.
Just in case he pulls up.
I like it.
I'll let him know. I got the name right.
I like it. The Dread Dormammu. I like it. I like it.
He has he has his own realm, and unless he completely claims another realm or he's allowed to, he is not the most powerful being in that realm. Hence why he can be stopped, driven back, or countered. Yeah. Like so, he has to do so much to get in because there are rules, which keeps them from just overtaking every realm.
Yeah.
Because if I could just pop in your realm and I'm instantly omnipotent at any point in time, then there's a problem. But they have to go through certain steps.
What would the Magic comic be about? I can see her.
I don't know. There's so many possibilities. I feel.
I agree. I'm just freestyling right now. If I was high, I learned that I'm more creative when I'm high.
Okay.
I've learned that. And now I see why a lot of niggas get high as fuck when they write rap lyrics. Like, I am more creative. I am the most creative when I'm high and when I'm flying on a plane. I learned that. Someone said that. Like, when you're flying, the elevation does something to your brain patterns. And you become hella more creative.
So, physically or mentally high, you get more creative.
This is when I'm high. Yeah, I like that.
So, if you slept on a plane,
I like that.
You would probably your third eye would pop out.
I know, right? Fucking.
Can you imagine, bro?
Start going like this and shit.
Past folks on a plane, the third eye comes out, a small pen floats out of the third eye and just begins writing the manuscript.
Fucking.
Like, it's not just a book, it's bars at the same time.
My spirit comes out my being like Doctor Strange just fucking stuff. But, I can see that happening. Also, giant sword. Giant sword. I'm more creative when I don't have time to be. Like when the kids are up late and I got work. Kids? When do you have kids?
You said, when do you have kids?
Yeah, kids. I don't recall you saying anything about kids. Elevate. Hey! What the hell? How come I never pieced that together?
Nigga, you said elevated comments before.
No, but me being high elevated.
Yeah, you said that.
No, I have not. Yeah. No, I have not. Cause I wouldn't be. Now I gotta redo the logo and have it be smoke or something. Maybe it could be made out of like a plane or some shit. I don't like the logo.
Roll up a comic.
I I don't like the logo. It's very plain, and I'm not a plain nigga. So
do a giant joint that's smoking, but out of comic paper.
I like it. Every paper you can roll up and do a joint. That seems different than it should be.
That's a lot extra on the. That'll make the collector's edition.
I know, right?
More valuable. Everybody smoked it. Nobody kept it.
Superior got 2 girls, 2 and 5. Woo!
Pray for you.
Woo!
Yeah, no, I got 1 girl, bro, and it's not. I mean, and she's 8 going on. She'll be 9 in a couple months. But yeah, she's not in October, man. And let's be real, it's not. It's fun, it's cool, but I'm dreading the way forward because she's sassy.
Oh shit!
She got mad back talk, but
shit.
She's smart and pretty, annoyingly enough, and she cool. She like interesting shit. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't
she's gonna be awesome growing up?
Yeah, like you.
That's
like,
the cool thing.
You like sushi, anime, boba.
But that's one of the coolest things. When I married my wife, the daughter was 10, and she was hella into Harry Potter, and I was like, "Fuck out of here." Fuck out of here with this shit. I'm gonna take her to some Marvel movies. And I raised an X-Men fan.
Same.
You raised an
My
X-Men
daughter,
fan.
let's be real, Jubilee is her girl.
I remember when she was here, and we were asking characters. She was getting her shit off. Like I was like, what? I was impressed.
In the Marvel universe, right now, her favorite characters, hands down. She's talking about them all the time. Moon Girl and Jubilee.
Okay, let's talk about that a little bit. Then we'll get into SDCC. I've noticed that with children. I've noticed that with kids. I don't know. I don't see too many young DC fans.
Well, no. Let me be real.
Talk to me.
She likes DC,
but
she likes the teams more.
Okay.
So she'll pick out a character on
Teen
it,
Titans.
but it's like she likes Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
She thinks Harley Quinn is kind of cool, even though she hasn't watched the cartoons and stuff. But as a character, she likes the design. She's read some of the more kid-friendly kind of stuff with it. She likes Young Justice.
Okay.
She likes the classic Teen Titans, of course, as well.
So she likes the things that they aim for kids.
She does like the things that they aim for kids. She enjoys Super Pets.
Okay.
She likes it, but it's like the character specific, I think, is more gravitate on the Marvel side. Like she pick apart the X-Men. She don't give a fuck about none of the other X-Men really, except for Jubilee. She watched the whole episode like, what the fuck Jubilee at? Why she wrap up this whole shit?
No, 100%. And the reason why I say that, does she like the DC superhero girls?
Yes, but not as much. She had more fun with Titans.
Okay.
For sure. She watched it. She went through it, especially because she does like very girl oriented. I mean, she's very girly at times, even though she's she'll watch more boys stuff too. Like, let me be real, her like, if you ask her one of her favorite shows or favorite top shows are, she'll tell you Lord of the Rings, Sailor Moon,
Loader? She fucks with Loader?
and Moon Girl.
Loader? What, she fucks with Loader?
Oh, she's seen every movie and Rings of Power. We have that's the We Are Bad Parents show for her.
How? How's that bad parents?
Because there was a lot.
Wait, hold on. Now I'm thinking,
monsters, the whole ass Balrog.
Hey, man, we are children of the 80s. She's just going with it, man.
We talk about it at times.
Hey, we watched some bullshit. We were in the 80s.
No, we talk about times like we go back and look at like when movies released, and we're like, I remember watching this shit in theaters. And like, I had no business being 9-year-old.
Listen, man,
watching some like Boomerang or something.
No, 100%. And our parents took us to these theaters.
Yeah,
they were right there. They were right there.
All the fucking goddamn movies, all the motherfucking like all the action movies at that time. So like niggas get bloody. There was always a fucking sex scene.
Yes,
there was all like the whole nine, like everything you thinking about. Because we're watching shit. And it's like, motherfuckers just kind of suggest that. I'm like,
100%.
Same thing with like, she's been wanting to listen to rap. So
we're
looking for like clean rap.
Put on a Kids Bop.
Hey, bro, like when you try to get away from Kids Bop, you know who seems to be like the most kid friendly artist?
Oh god.
But still feels like rap? DMX. Because it is funny because
hold on.
First we had them like stop, then they're like drop, then we gonna shut them down, open up shop.
I agree.
Had them
I
like,
agree.
oh,
I agree. I had to think. I had to go through the catalog a little bit. Yeah, party up.
He doesn't go heavy on the sexual too often, and it's like a lot of the killing is like, even though explained, it's suggested, so it's not overly unnecessarily graphic.
I got you.
But at the same time, it's like rap. It still feels you feel
got
the
you.
oomph. You got the beat. You got the bass lines.
Man, I
Like,
miss
but at the
DMX.
same time, like so many other rappers, like I'm starting to play a song. I'm like, okay, and that's when I put it in your bitch and pussy and and you're like, because even with it clean, you're like, well, I guess you're not cursing, nigga. But come on now.
Like, I'm trying to think. You could do "Stop Being Greedy." That's a good song. "Slippin'," one of my favorite songs of all time.
I can't get up. Yeah, I'm slipping.
No, Rough Riders anthem.
Yeah, that's what she loves. Bro, and she'll do. I'll be like, first we had them like she'll stop, then we like drop, then we gotta shut them down, open up shop. First we had them like now they're like no, what baby? And then we both say it. That's how Rough Riders.
My
But
dog
she-
goes side, y'all dogs go.
Yeah.
DMX is so dope.
Too bad she's not here right now.
Yeah, no, it's all good. She probably go ham in there.
She love it. She love it. I do it to her all the time.
Let's get the SDCC. So we finally get the name. Let me tell you something. I think James Gunn fucked up a little bit. The SDCC. So he decided to have a panel. Cool. We should have got something about Superman, bro.
You did.
Like
It's
footage.
not at the panel.
No, like footage. Nigga, your film is done filming. Marvel just started Fantastic Four, and the first things they shot. I'm gonna rank this down to being a rookie at this with Gunn. The first thing they shot was shit that they were gonna play at SDCC. That was the first shit they shot. Like, let's get this out the way so we can have something to show people.
Yeah.
And I feel like what Gunn should have done was have some footage. Or at least have niggas coming out wearing the suits. Something, dog. Something.
I think right now Gunn is trying to play it safe, especially because I know DC put a lot into comic movies that wasn't returned,
I agree.
especially recently.
I agree.
So
But
I
people
think,
are excited
think-
for this.
I think that right now you hold back a little bit on that budget.
You were
And
hogging
so-
that blunt, by the way.
How you know? This isn't even roll, bro.
Did you just smoke one?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
You said you
Excuse me, Mr. Chief.
You said I thought that was communication.
Light that goddamn blunt, please.
Okay, man. I'm rolling another one. Jesus, man.
Tell me your cheese I found. I think that Gunn knows fans will scrutinize his stuff more. Maybe. Maybe so. F4 is Death not making that July. No, it is. No, Gunn just shot his shit early because he got a bunch of other shit he's doing. So that makes sense he got Superman out the way. Because then he's going to cop straight to Peacemaker Season 2.
Yeah, and I feel like they do need, and this is a smart thing, is don't over tease things, because building up that hype and under delivering is not what DC needs right now.
I don't think he's going to under-deliver, though. That's the
I
thing.
don't think he
get what
is
you're
either,
saying.
but I think right now it's like, look, let's hold that money for the development of projects instead of, paying. I mean, because, I'm sure you pay the actors and the people extra when they come out like that.
Yeah.
You have to put footage out, which means you probably have to really trim. Like, I'm sure there's money tied to that you're like, look, let's reallocate when the time when it's ready, it's ready.
Yeah.
But until that point in time, like you said, we need to be out there making the content, getting things ready, and then because as Marvel showed, if you get the ball rolling, you keep that ball rolling. Like, you don't let that ball slip up, don't let that ball roll left or right.
Yeah.
You want to get that ball rolling and going, because DC is in that place right now where they're playing catch up. Like, let's be real. They're behind Amazon. Amazon out here releasing multiple extremely popular comic properties that are driving up Amazon subscriptions.
It's almost unfair. Because, they practically have an unlimited budget.
Well,
They practically have an unlimited budget. Like, all right, bro, what's some money?
MTF spitting right there.
What?
A Super Bowl ad for Superman.
Yeah, that's out of here. Yeah, that's out of here.
That whole thing, that has to be
That's outta
a
here.
great idea, in which I can see them holding out for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when the
I
movie,
agree.
because of when the movie drops, like, hey, look, bro, let's keep it 100. This is this is the Man of Steel we're talking about. This is Superman.
Yeah. I agree.
Super Sunday.
Yeah. I see that. When does New World Order drop? I think March.
Now, NWO dropped in the 90s.
I hate it because I can't talk about New World Order anymore. I can't talk about the NWO anymore because it's Hulk Hogan's thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's fuck Hogan.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. February 14th. Oh, so they're giving it Black History Month. I like it. So, Brave New World. Thank you. I don't know why I say New World Order. No Way Home didn't get a trailer until mad late. If they play it right, they're good. True. But that's Spider-Man.
Well, this
It's kind of unfair there. It's kind of unfair.
This is Superman. He's a big name. He's not Spider-Man, but, I mean, he's at least a big enough name.
How much is Superman going to make?
That depends.
I'm leaning towards a 750.
Right now, off bat, I would give it 550 to
Okay.
6.
Okay.
Only because I haven't seen a whole lot from it.
Someone made a good point, and I hated how good of a point it is. They said, there is no world where Superman makes more than a Batman movie.
Well, that depends.
No.
That depends.
No.
If you give Zack Snyder the Batman movie,
I love how they released the new Rebel Moon movie this week, and the people were reporting, they're like, dude, how did he make this worse? They're like, I didn't think that was possible.
that's the whole thing. Is people are like, oh man, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. Like, oh, you're literally getting probably like 30 minutes more of slow motion scenes that have no bearing on the movie whatsoever.
New World Order and an Israeli actress. I feel... So people are pulling up an old tweet of mine where I said, oh wow, they got a Jewish actress to play Sabra. And they're pulling that up, and I just think that's stupid because I just was like, oh, it's Sabra. I've known about Sabra for years. I've said on this podcast before, even on Cocoa, where the hell is Sabra? Okay. And I became a fan of her based on the whatchamacallit comics, the Incredible Hulk ones I never read. Because
great covers.
Great covers. What made her cool was that she was putting poems on the Hulk. Like, other than She-Hulk, I've never seen like a woman character do that. So like, I always thought it was cool, and she was a mutant. So, once they revealed all that, and with everything, with the Israeli people, I fell back, but, they did change her up. She's gonna be a Black Widow assassin.
Okay.
How much does Cap 4 make? I'm leaning towards a 7.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the early trailers are good, but I don't know if I trust Anthony Mackie to break 7.
Okay, that's fair. I think that Superman really needs to lean into the family-friendly vibe if they want to approach a Billy. I don't see it reaching a Billy, only because Fantastic Four.
Like, yeah, I just don't. Only because what?
Fantastic Four comes out in like 2 weeks after Superman. That's another reason why they're going to make sure, because they needed to come out in the summer.
Yeah, I don't think Superman's targeting a Billy. I think Superman right now is on a hopeful 750, which would be very solid given her previous performances.
That's great.
Right? And I don't know what the production going in is. Like
That's
I said, they're not doing a lot of
numbers.
early promo. They're just doing teasers and stuff, so
F4,
I think they're keeping it low.
F4 is going to get big hype.
I think, and see, this is, I think, the problem between a movie like New World Order and F4 is, there you go. Pedro is untouchable.
He's the guy.
Right now in Hollywood. So
He's
Pedro is shown that he can be a leading man, where I don't feel Anthony Mackie has any really, like, he doesn't have any entries this big that make me feel like he's going to be able to be that big of a box office draw.
I think that's how
let's
much
be real.
Man of Steel made. Man of Steel did really good. Man of Steel was 10 years ago. There's been a lot of DC movies between then.
Which, hey, let's be real. And this is what I'm saying. Towards the end, they wasn't making that.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody's doing Harold and the Purple Crayon numbers.
I want to say poor Zach Levi, but Zach Levi has been showing his ass after Shazam 2. My man just crashed the fuck out after Shazam. Remember, he was like, "We're Gucci." Yeah, James Gunn says we're good. When James Gunn is quiet.
And see, and that's where, like I'm saying, I'm kind of mixed because Harrison Ford puts butts in seats, even not as the main character, aka Han Solo.
Except for Indiana Jones.
Well, also fair. Now, that's kind of where, we start to have problems is I think that although the movie could be good and well received, I don't think that it has as much box office pull or draw
What you talking about?
as a Deadpool movie
Of course
or
not.
as some other movie. So I think New World Order is probably going to end up around 550 to 650.
No way.
Um,
No way. It's gonna do. That's Quantumania numbers. It's gonna do better than Quantumania. You know why? Because people are interested in Red Hulk. They're like, wait, there's a Hulk that's red? That became the #1 search thing on YouTube. I mean, on Google.
Which is fair.
Because
And don't get me wrong, I think that they could do more. I'm just saying, I need to see the upcoming trailers to how much they're pushing Mackie
yeah.
in the role and how much, like, if they start focusing a lot, like, if it's a Mackie Harrison Ford film, I think it will do better numbers. Then we're talking it could get up to 7, maybe 750.
6, 7. I'm sticking with 7. Okay, I'm gonna stick with just 7. Which to me is solid. These movies don't need to make $1 billion anymore. I think those days are gone. Even though Deadpool might do it.
Yeah, and let's be real. Also, you also have to realize that, like, it's not necessarily as much Cap 4 as it is Cap 1 with Anthony Mackie, because Chris Evans made Cap a household name again. Like,
The first one didn't do that great though.
It didn't, and it didn't need to.
It didn't.
I think a lot of people forget that Phase 1 overall didn't do that great.
Phase 2
2
not
didn't
really
do that
either.
great either.
700 million around Winter Soldier. I mean,
Let's be real.
That's good.
It's called story building,
Yeah.
and I think they took a unique opportunity already, which does give them does give them, I think, a better chance to hit those higher 7 to 750 numbers, which was doing the Falcon and Winter Soldier story.
Yeah.
So they do have build up, they have background, so you can hit the ground running in the movie, which I think would be great, especially if you start off early with a good action scene. Like, give me, like, a really good, like, okay, this is why we here type action scene.
I feel like they could do better action scenes than even the Chris Evans movies because of the flying, all that. Like, you could do that. I
They
feel
could
like
do
that.
higher level ones, but I think there was something that, was extra personal and beautiful about Winter Soldier
I agree.
that you won't be able to get in the Mackie movies.
Are you open to being wrong about that? Oh, hold on.
I'm open, but I don't think, like, I think there's a certain story, especially with the Cap Bucky thing, that they were able to start in First Avenger.
That's true.
That we won't feel like we get with,
But
Cap and New Falcon.
I got you. But we
You
got the
know,
new Red Wing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think.
We got the Latino Red Wing. How much would Thunderbolts make? I can't give you an answer there because I don't know shit about it. I don't know.
Oh, here you go. $sign asterisk.
It's gonna make money. Yeah.
It's gonna
You
be
leave
an
that there.
asterisk of money.
It's gonna get my money off of Florence Pugh.
He said, "I'm just showing up for one thing."
Yeah.
The review's
You know
like,
why I'm here.
This movie's horrible. They just racist shit in there. You're like, yeah, I'll still show up.
You know why I'm here. Okay, Thunderbolts is going to need a big reveal in Cap 4 to exceed 650. I think 100 before, 100%. At 4, maybe 8. Listen, how they push it, it could make $1 billion. It could. First of all, people like the F4. They do like the F4. They also really like Pedro. They also really like Galactus. Like, your mom probably knows who Galactus is. The Doom Factor definitely helps 100%. Yeah, marketing Galactus and Silver Surfer will be big for it. I don't know about Silver Surfer because they're going the woman route with her. Unfortunately, we know how this is. It doesn't bother me, but I can understand someone else being bothered by it. And the way that they shoot it, and these WandaVision fans, they're gonna want to fuck with it because this is from the same people who made WandaVision. So I can see them pulling up.
Fantastic Four with Pedro as lead. I could see it breaking a bill. I think it's going to be much bigger than what people expect, especially if they stay away from doing. And see, I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like getting Galactus right, the Silver Surfer, decently should be good, but I feel like Pedro
It's a big draw.
He is the big draw. If you can get that supporting cast kind of vibe right, I feel like it could do gangbusters and break a bill.
I agree. That's another reason Dan the Man said you think it's going to come out in July. It has to. It has no choice. Marvel got to have something for the summer. No way around this. Especially with Superman. Especially with DC stepping up. Yeah, we got to be there. I wouldn't have set the bar at a bill before the RDJ.
And I think the RDJ announcement has something to do with them announcing that 4. I think that's going to be potentially an appearance.
So I guess we could get into it right there. It's a good segue.
So Dr. Robert Von Doom Jr. I don't like the way they did it.
Tell me more.
So Robert Downey Jr. was revealed to be playing the upcoming Doctor Doom in Avengers Secret Wars. They haven't announced him in anything else. The Secret Wars saga Doomsday.
Doesn't mean he won't be there.
But he's going to be in Doomsday. I don't like that they revealed that it's going to be RDJ this soon. I would have liked to I would have rather them saying RDJ is returning to the MCU and not know how. Because the reveal that it's RDJ, I think would have done better in the movie. If we didn't know, like, it was a surprise. Like, if I didn't know it was him, and then it was him, like, that would be like, bro, that's acting chop. Like, that is fucking beautiful. But I feel like giving him this early, especially for the, like, not deeper comic fans or people who are just fans of movies, like, it immediately just says Evil Iron Man. And I know people are like, well, that's not what it is. I don't care. That's the tone. Superior Iron Man for comic fans, Evil Iron Man for anybody else. And I know there's books where, Iron Man became Dr. Doom, Well, right, but I didn't ask for Tony Stark Doom. I wanted Victor Von Doom.
And that's what they're saying he is. They're saying he is Victor Von Doom. This is not Tony Stark turning into Dr. Doom.
Right, but
which I think they should have emphasized.
I feel like it would have been better to do it very Mandalorian style. Where it's like, oh no, it's just a man in a mask.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and then eventually reveal Ike Funnett, moderate, doing extremely moderate. Thank you.
You can kill that. Thank you for that. RDJ. They want fans talking about this up until Doomsday. Listen,
yeah, and I get that. I just don't like. It doesn't feel like it's good for the character Doom.
I can agree. Now, here's two things. I had to split myself in two here. First time I saw it, I was like, huh? I don't know how I felt about it. I think that RDJ would make a great Doctor Doom if he wasn't already Iron Man. And so I'm thinking to myself, why are they doing this? Why? RDJ can't play Doom. We'll see. It's all I see on my timeline now. Okay, let's talk about it. Marvel needs press. This is how I had to separate myself. I had to remove myself from my fandom. Marvel needs people talking about them. Marvel needed to own the weekend. It's another reason why I say Gunn should have dropped something. Because nobody's talking about the DC panel. At all. Nobody's talking about it. And, but if we would have got a Superman reveal, or at least him coming out in a suit, yeah, that's why I'm raking it to a weird rookie mistake. He should have had something.
Yeah, but right now also what Marvel did set up a mixed feel. Even though they're talking about it,
Who cares?
the feel is mixed. I think
Who cares?
I just feel like DC right now needs that focus on them making good content.
I think that him
Because-
bringing Superman was good
Because
content.
they've been talking. Remember, I mean, Ezra had them talking about Flash for a while. None of it turned out good. Neither did the movie.
Especially when there's not going to be another movie until February. Exactly. So, instead of... Here's the deal. And this is just smart marketing, if you ask me. Remember what I said earlier in this podcast? When Kevin Feige was like, bruh, we're going to let Deadpool insult our shit. Why? Because he's going to appeal to the grifters. You guys are going to be like, Marvel sucks so much. They're dissing their own selves. Great. Buy a ticket to my movie, nigga.
Yeah.
Buy a ticket. Yeah, you can diss us all the fuck you want. I'll take your money. And I think that's where Feige's going. Where he's like, dude, say what you want about us. People are still talking about us. And that looks good for investors. Of course, the RDJ reveal is the fastest growing YouTube video probably of all time. Did like 500,000 in like a day. No, it did like 200 million in like a day.
Yeah.
Add that to the same weekend as Deadpool and Wolverine releasing. Marvel had a great weekend.
But let me ask you this. If the money causes a sacrifice of the greatness of the Doom for an overfeeling of Tony Stark, is that good money?
Yes.
So, because let's be real,
Mm-hmm.
and here's the only reason why, like you said, I think he could have played a great Doom, but he played a perfect Tony.
He did.
Like, he is considered one of the all-time greatest castings for this. Now, do we feel like, I mean, it's kind of like, think about if Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris,
Oh, okay.
if, like, right after that, his next show was on a show like ER. You'd only call him Doogie Howser.
I still call him Doogie Howser.
He could have no other name.
I still call him Doogie
Because
Howser.
that's how you associate.
Yeah.
When you see Victor, it's going to be Evil Tony. You know it is. Everybody knows it because guess what? We've had over a decade, bro. That's a long-term ass relationship with this nigga as Iron Man. This nigga died as Iron Man. You know what we saw him die with? A scar face. And this is my problem is you also don't play RDJ not to potentially take the mask off. So it's like I don't want RDJ face Doom walking around with RDJ face. I don't
but we
need that.
literally just saw that.
What?
We literally just saw that.
The RDJ face Doom?
No, as one of the actors that we loved has come back as a different character.
Oh, I don't mind that. I'm just saying I don't want him without the mask, and you don't pay RDJ to be there.
It feels like
I want him to Mandalorian that shit, nigga.
well,
Keep
yeah.
that shit on.
I mean, yeah. I agree.
But that's also why I felt like the eventual reveal. Like, imagine I don't see them not getting a similar amount of press with RDJ walking out and just announcing that he's going to be back in the MCU, but not as Iron Man. And then all the speculation around who he would be, all the potential characters.
I get what you're saying. You said
know
that
what I
earlier.
mean? Like,
What's that? Sacrifice is a great Doom that we know. That's not true. It's not true at all. Here's the deal. And also, I want to talk about something.
I wouldn't want him maskless at all. That he's not
Maskless
doing.
is
Like, let's be real. Like, once you start going away from certain aspects of a character, you take a lot. That would be like Pedro just being like helmetless the whole time down in Mandalorian because, like, well, you know, hey, look, I got a new check level, and now I just. It's like with Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique.
Oh, God.
Where it's like, bro, like you always walking around like you literally aren't practicing what you're preaching as a character because you don't want to be blue. So your whole character is all about being in your natural form and everything, and you're never.
But that's why she fucked up.
to the point where they took off your powers, and you still were in your natural form.
It's still like he's going to be God Emperor Doom. Now here's that. Let's talk about it.
And you
Here's-
know what?
well,
God
hold on,
Emperor
real
Doom
quick.
wore
Hold
the
on.
mask, nigga. Like, what are we talking
But
about?
here's the deal. No, let's talk about it. Hold on.
I don't want Superior Iron Man after called Victor.
Pedro Pascal versus Robert Downey Jr. I'm sold. Pedro Pascal versus Robert Downey Jr. Almost like a passing of the torch of way. The Pedro's going to be now the new face. He's going to be now the new face of Marvel. He's going to be the new face. There's going to be other people
I
going to be
think
there
he's
too.
going to be a face, but the X-Men are going to be the new face of Marvel. If anything,
They can't have all of their faces just be X-Men.
If anything, X-Men 97 showed that there are enough popular characters in X-Men to make that world.
I agree,
the
but it's
face.
not going to be all only X-Men.
Like, I don't
They
think-
got to have different characters. So I think the X-Men as a whole is going to be a face.
Yeah, but that's the beautiful
That-
thing
I
about
think
the X-Men.
that-
It's a lot of different
But
characters.
we also need others. I think the X-Men as a whole is going to be a face.
Oh, no, I'm saying-
But, like, we have Fantastic Four, because they're going to make movies that are not in the X-Men universe, which they shouldn't. Which they should. So, outside of the X-Men, we need the main people. Just like they have in Avengers now. Just as they have in Avengers. The problem recently is that there's only been the Avengers. Now we can't do that anymore. We're going to have X-Men. We're going to have Fantastic Four. We're going to have Midnight Suns. We're probably going to have other things. It's probably going to be Young Avengers.
Yeah, right here.
What's
Pedro
that?
Miles and X-Men.
Pedro, Tom Holland, and the new...
Oh, no, right below.
Oh, Pedro, Miles.
and X-Men.
Listen, I see
that
Miles.
there, I feel like that is a wide breath.
No more Panther?
Huh?
No more Panther?
I don't think for a while. Like I said, you gotta let Panther breathe. And I think Road to Wakanda was like a good like send off, but it was that. Road to Wakanda was a like, hey, look, at the very end of this, we showed you this kid T'Challa. It's gonna be a while before this kid grow up. Like, understand that, like. We, like, I don't know, and I can feel that too, where it's like, hey, look, bro, we not only lost this amazing actor, but our friend. You know what I mean? Like, this was the dude.
First being Chadwick and then Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan Majors, you got to come to the front of the congregation. We got to talk. You know one thing I hate about our people sometimes? And what I mean by black people? I think that a lot of the times we overuse the victim card. Oof. Oh, I hate it. It makes me feel uncomfortable saying that, but it's true.
Well, I mean, we get 400 years of it, so after 400 years,
you're right.
We gotta slow down a bit, but
yeah.
for now,
that's it. So here's the deal. I think Sherry maybe for a while. Sherry. So somebody was talking to Jonathan Majors, and they were talking about. They're not doing Kang anymore. This is all Jonathan Majors' fault, by the way. To be clear, this is all Jonathan Majors' fault.
All jail.
If people are like, that's not fair, no, it's fair. Because if he didn't do this shit, they would still be doing Kang Dynasty. We've been telling you for the longest time, they're going to get Kang out of here.
Yep, they're gonna pivot.
They're going to get Kang out of here, and I'm not mad at them doing that. They need to get Kang out of here. Kang not only represents Jonathan Majors, but Kang also represents the last movies that have come out that Marvel's trying to make y'all forget that they did.
Let's be real. You've already seen like a couple hundred Jonathan Majors versions of Kang. You gonna tell me all of a sudden you're gonna be like, oh, 302 doesn't look like Jonathan Majors anymore, and neither does the rest of him. All of a sudden,
just get him out of here.
Just like look,
just get him out.
The character ain't that big. He's tied too heavily to Jonathan Majors.
People didn't like his first appearance anyway. They were like, oh, he was defeated by Ant-Man. Even though I understand that, a lot of people didn't. So once again, why are we keeping it? Why is he around?
And he was defeated by Ant-Man. He was defeated by ants.
Yeah, that's true. And
Giant,
Majors got a weird
super
case.
intelligent apes.
Why is he around? Number one, my dear men in Christ, we gotta stop downplaying assault. There's a lot of nasty work. Lots of nasty work. Lots of, well, all he did was stop right there. Stop right there. You can't, all he did was assault.
Yeah.
No. That's not how this works. No, all he did was grab his finger. Also, what you're saying is he assaulted her. Oh, well, it's a minor assault. That is a minor what? Assault. He assaulted her. Doesn't matter why he did it. Doesn't matter what happened. And someone was like, well, that's not fair. It isn't. Nobody said it is.
Neither is the general physical inaction between a man and a woman. So, on average, and look, I get it. There's some of you men who could get beat up by the weakest women. I get that. But your fear doesn't dictate the overall experience that has been going on for thousands of years, where men have been physically able to just beat and take things from women. Yeah. So, living in a society where rules have been in place for their protection means that you have to move differently, especially black men
Say that again.
Especially black men.
One more time.
Especially black men.
that's what I mean.
If you have
That's what I meant right there.
bag.
You
or not.
As
like
a black
one way or
celebrity,
another.
As a black celebrity, you gotta move differently. You can't just do what everyone else does.
As a black person, because guess what? On the opposite side of potentially losing your career and all that, if you don't have all that, guess what you get? Jail. And you don't want to go to fucking prison as a person who beats on women, because guess what? You're gonna become the woman now.
You're gonna as black celebrities, you gotta move differently. No one says it's fair.
Well,
no one says that it's not. It's very unfair. But you also don't have to do this. So that's what I mean when I say, as black men, you can't just do. They're telling you, you can't move like these people. You can't. No. So that's what comes with it. No one says it's fair. No one says that. We got to work, as black people, even in our jobs, we got to work 10 times as hard just to get even.
Yeah, and we just have our families that depend on us. People at that level have multiple people's families that depend on them. Entire groups, small legions of people that make sure you has whole makeup teams, workout teams, acting coaches, refining people who go over his financials, like all these people who are essentially employed because of what he's doing, and you going out your way to put everybody's shit, including your own.
Shit up. Fuck up your own shit.
Over what? Like, hey, bro, look. If you get in a situation, if you're in a situation as a person where you feel you need to put hands on your partner, male or female or in between, whatever they want to be.
Oh, nasty word.
Walk away from that situation, because
that
shit ain't good.
People are saying, oh, what is he supposed to do? Run, nigga. You get out of there. That's exactly what you do. You get the fuck out of here. Why?
All that training that you can't run away?
No, why? Because if he would have ran away, he still be king.
Pull out your phone, turn on the Instagram Live, and be like, look, I'm walking away from this situation. I have not touched this person. There's video active evidence that me and Jonathan Major walking the fuck away from this crazy bitch.
Away from this bitch.
And, she's going crazy. Yeah, see, she's not harmed. Nothing's going on.
I'm walking away.
You know that she want to start doing one of these. You know that's on her, but at least my nigga is like, hey, look, you walk away. There are ways in this day and age that you can walk away from. Because I can tell you this, I've been here for, hold on. How old is Jonathan Majors?
I think early 30s.
Damn, he was up there like this. Man. Other people was higher than his name now. Let's see how old he is. Oh, he has a
34.
Kid? 34? Oh,
yeah. He's from Longport?
Okay. Longport, California. Alright, so 34 years old. I am 41, going to be 42 this year. And I have not hit a woman at all. Not once. Not by accident, not on purpose, not somewhere in between, in confusion or something. So it can be avoided. Now, I don't believe becoming a celebrity and having a different job means that you are in more situations where you have to hit a woman. I don't think that, it just doesn't feel like it comes up to me.
No, that's to cross your mind.
I think it would be a greater epidemic if that's what was happening. But
also he has had a history of this nasty word. I subscribe to the idea.
Jonathan Majors heartbroken over Marvel.
He'll be all right. That's what we're going to talk about. I subscribe to the idea that some of us have to die for the rest of us to live. I do subscribe to that idea.
But I don't want to die.
So I'm pretty sure there's plenty of black men on the come up who's looking at this. It's like, yeah, I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen to me. Like I said, some of us have to die for the rest of us to live. So Jonathan Majors is heartbroken. And then either he did or someone else, I think he brought up, and he fucked up here. I was like, oh, God, why did you do that? Why did you do that? You should not have said that. If I was this PR person, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Then he brings up RDJ's past.
Oh, yeah, he sure did. I'm going to try to make it a black thing.
First of all, even before we make it the black thing, you're victimizing yourself. No!
Well, he is a victim, my brother.
No!
He's a victim in all of this.
No.
What you calling assault was actually reverse assault.
No.
She extracted assault from him.
Oh, no. But what happened with him and her, because they're saying she put hands on him too, I told my son, I said, you know that Shannon Sharp gif where he goes like this? He had a girl at one point. She was very, very tough. She was a wrestler. She would get physical with him a lot. You know, do this shit, give him little punches. But one day he gave her a fun one back. I had to pull him to the side. Bro, you can't do that. He was so confused. He was like, why not? I was like, you cannot do that. He was like, she said it's okay. You cannot do that.
Yo.
You cannot put a finger on her. And he was like, well, why? She said it's okay. I said, all it takes is one person to look. Hey, that dude put hands on her. Police, that man put hands on her. Her, oh, it's okay, it's okay. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Sounds
What
nuts.
the police said is not okay.
Nuts.
They're the final boss.
Nuts. So what do? And he was like, well, what happens? You get the fuck out of there. Or you get you some work that don't put hands on you. How about that?
No. If that is what she requires, you get a video contract showing her of sound, mind, and body agreeing to certain levels of laying hands on
Even
her.
then, like, no.
And then what you do is you threaten to show this to all her people.
See? But here's the problem
if
with
she come
that.
near you again and you run away.
Here's the problem with that. They can flip that easily. They can just be like, oh, he made me do that.
Oh, no. I'm
He
saying,
made me
I'm
do
saying-
that.
I'm saying, you don't ever do that, sir.
No, I got
hold
you.
a hostage. And
No,
run
I
the
mean,
fuck away. Run away.
no, you don't do that. You
Don't
just hold her
come around me
hostage.
again. Do not come around
No,
me
I'm
again.
talking like even if he got her to film that, all she has to do is say he made me do that, and they're gonna take her side, and then they're gonna say, well, even if she did say that, he shouldn't want to put hands on her. You're not gonna win this. You're not gonna win.
You're in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, so that's why I said in that situation, you either get the fuck out of there, or preferably, you get you a bitch that don't put hands on you. How about that? There's plenty of them out here who will not put physical hands on you. But Jonathan Major says, they bring up RDJ's past. That annoyed me.
Okay.
That annoyed me because I was like, first of all, be clear. It took Robert like 9 years to get to the level where they would even consider him for Iron Man, and Disney told Favreau no at first.
Yeah.
Disney told Favreau, nah, that guy's poison.
Yep.
His name is bad out here.
And let's be real, he was.
He was.
Let's
He
not
was.
joke.
Let me tell you, Jonathan Majors. Let's start with why your guys' situation isn't the same. First of all that nigga was a basehead.
Yeah. Self-harm is much different than harming others.
He was just a crackhead. He was a basehead. 2, that nigga did real Fed time. He actually went to prison, sir. Orange jumpsuit on. You
Talk that shit.
did not see a lick of the beam. So don't bring up RDJ. He did time. He did Fed time. Then got out and didn't have to do probation for mad years. He got kicked off the #1 show on TV. Pretty much almost the equivalent of MCU. You got kicked out of the #1 thing in any type of media.
Yep.
He got kicked out of the #1 show on planet Earth. They're like, we're done. They moved on without him.
And he had a paid to perform level contract coming back. They didn't even give him a big bag. They said, hey, look, you can come in for points.
Yeah.
If it's successful,
Yeah.
you'll make money.
Yeah. He took huge pay cuts just to get any film.
Yep.
Just to get anything.
Just to get a shot back.
Yeah. And he did that horrible Gothica movie.
Yep.
But like he had
Yeah.
his come up is documented. Well documented.
And not only that, there's also the huge difference of he fucked up and then got a second chance with the MCU. You fucked up while with the MCU. Like, you actively fucked up this individual bag during the character's, like, announcement and pull up and introduction and all these things of like, you know, us getting to know this character. You did this shit during.
Yeah.
So like, not only did you do something that, you know, there was like, hey, we gotta let you go, you also sullied the momentum of the character.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, I mean, it's not just, hey, we can't give you a second chance. Like, yeah, I mean, even if they did, it would have to be down the road because this one ain't gonna work no more.
Nah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. And yeah, it shouldn't. This is a business here.
Yeah.
It's a business. That's why I say in these situations I gotta separate myself from my fandom. He didn't just mess up his bag, he messed up Disney's bag. The mouse takes a bullet for no one. That's James Gunn.
Well, I mean,
Takes a bullet for nobody. That's another thing. That's another thing that I keep trying to tell y'all niggas about. Because people are saying that this isn't fair. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the mouse here. That changes the whole conversation. The whole conversation changes when you're speaking of a company that made the #1 animated movie of all time. We can't be associated to someone going through an abuse case and got convicted.
yeah.
He got convicted. That part is important. He got convicted of it. They can't have... Because now, imagine what they would have to go through now. All the people interviewing, hey, you kept convicted, blah, blah, blah. That's going to take over the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It's the abuse.
Oh, that's just one of his variants. That don't work.
Oh, yeah. No, well, we decided... No, imagine being Kevin Feige and you gotta go to these interviews where they're gonna drill the shit out of you about you keeping John DeMatrix. And that's gonna take all the attention away from what you're trying to promote.
Over multiple movies.
Yes.
Not just like, oh, well, this next movie might suffer from it.
Yes.
But multiple movies are featured around this character.
Yes.
Like, you can't have that. It's
So
bad.
every movie he's gonna be in,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the conversation.
And like I said, it's not like it happened prior to, and then he has a chance to like show and kind of wow people and maybe forget. It's like, no, it happened while you were this character.
That's another thing. When RDJ got in trouble, he wasn't involved in the #1 franchise in existence.
Yep. And the whole reason why he became what he became was because, like, if they're like, hey, we need a new Hank Pym, classic Hank Pym that hits his wife, but we're gonna make him black. Then you give John Mason a call. You get John Mayer, like, you know what? Hey, we know a guy who has experience with this.
So he turns black. Like Kamala Harris, like he said, it's like she turned black. I don't know. That fucking interview with him, holy shit! Oh my god, you could tell his PR people went back like, no.
Not again.
No!
Why is he not reading off his teleprompter?
I did not see that coming, Toast. What you did not see coming? Let's talk about it. But yeah,
Hank Pym.
Shit.
You place the people where they have experience. Robert Downey Jr. was an addicted playboy with a lot of money, and that's what got him in trouble in real life. John Majors sold women, so you put them where they go.
Damn it!
You put them where they go. Hank Pym, they got a character.
God damn it!
I don't know if Michael Douglas is gonna return.
And then
if he does, you do a variant of Jonathan Majors.
And then all the people who are claiming that he had a history of doing that shit, that's gonna become a narrative. And then Variety's gonna interview them.
If they do another Tina Turner, you can play Ike.
I mean, and that's another thing.
She got too real. Jonathan Majors was a character the whole time.
Oh, this was his practice.
Jonathan Majors. Hyper method is what they call it. Hyper method.
Damn it. God damn it.
He don't ever break out method, even before he got cast.
But even we're doing it right now. Where I tell people, Jonathan Majors has a chance to bounce back from this. He really does. First of all, he has to understand it's not going to happen yet tomorrow. It's going to be some time. Number two, you need to stop victimizing yourself.
Yeah.
You need to stop doing that. Even if it's true. This
is the time where you shut up and you do behind the scenes.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, do behind the scenes work, keep your name, still stay in Hollywood, repair relationships behind the scenes and stuff. And then down the road, because people do forgive and forget. I mean, look how long R. Kelly was able to stay in. We all knew about Leah. and like we didn't, so it's kind of like, I mean, all the songs told all the truth all the time. We knew, but the nigga was still able to stay up.
But why was he able to stay up, sir?
Because he kept making music.
Because what?
Because he kept making music.
Say it one more time.
Kept making hit after hit, charting the Billboard.
You work through the pain.
Drake.
You work through the hard thing. Yeah.
Drake has committed a numerous he's committed numerous atrocities, but you know what he still do? He still gets his team together. They still write songs for him and he performs.
He just did a show last night, packed it out in Toronto.
Yeah, of course.
I
have, and you know what? Like I said, I have my feelings about Drake, especially because first song I listened to Drake on, I was like, this is slap. It was Who Do You Love with YG. Because I like YG. I was like, oh, okay, who do you like? Oh, shit. And I was like, but then I was like, I kept listening. I was like, oh, this verse sounds so familiar. And I realized I also like Rapper Forte. I like Rapper Forte more than I like Drake. And niggas stole that shit. And then I looked it up, like, oh, okay, maybe these people was right. Maybe he pays homage to these things. That's why he uses a lot of people's things and cadences and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, no, this nigga got sued.
Yeah.
Rapper Forte said, I don't know nothing about no goddamn Drake. Or why you take my shit.
I love that Rapper Forte posted the receipt during the beef. He posted the receipt. The actual receipt of him.
Those fans, Drake fans will go out of their way and they will try to, like, they try to over-explain everything. Like, this nigga went on Funk Master Flex and freestyled off himself. You know what kind of disrespect that is? Especially if you like I'm one of the upcoming band, and you like, and not even like, like a hidden way where he was like, he had some bars or something, and then he was like, okay, let me go down. Like, no, you read the whole, like,
that's a big no-no.
Like, bro, that's
a big no-no.
I mean, because you could just be like, bro, I just don't freestyle, bro. I'm a penman.
Well, that's the case. You don't go on Funk Master Flex. That's what
You know
people were
what I'm
saying.
saying?
They're like, oh, well, that's not that type of rapper. That's not that type of rapper. Okay. You don't go to Funk Master Flex with that, though. You don't go to Funk Master Flex with that. You don't go to Sway in the Morning like that.
Yep.
Because they will expose you. I remember Troy Ave. He was reading off his phone, right? And he put his drink in front of it. And after he got done rapping, Sway was in the back. What the fuck? Oh, by the way, rest in peace, Chino XL.
Oh, pass?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Chino XL passed it this week.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. Yeah. The first step to redemption is accepting accountability. 100%. Also, people, because now they're saying, oh, well, Logan, the movie Logan, his death and RDJ's death in Endgame are now pointless.
Oh, yeah, completely pointless. Because the MCU went out their way to show you that
they're still dead.
Still dead. Well, Wolverine, not only is Logan from that movie dead, but he's also got more bodies thanks to Deadpool.
And that was the whole plot of the movie.
The
whole plot was that he's dead.
Scene is that Wolverine died, and this is an entirely different Wolverine from an entirely different reality.
Yes.
Now on an entirely different Earth by the end of the movie than the reality that he started in.
100%. So
let's be real, because all the X-Men in his reality were dead.
Yeah.
But Peter is there with him with Deadpool in their reality.
There's a Peter in every reality. I like it.
Oh, not just that Peter. I meant Rasputin.
Oh, Rasputin.
See, that was one of the scenes that I was going to say I would have done differently. Because, I hated how I would have liked if Cassandra Nova didn't send the Deadpools to go and attack. I thought it would have been cool where basically, Cassandra's still virtually unstoppable. She's stopping them from doing, she's overpowering Deadpool, whatever. Mm-hmm. But Peter goes and gets the Deadpools. So Peter's the one to round up the Deadpools. Mm-hmm. And then he brings them back, and they attack Cassandra Nova and distract her enough for Deadpool and Wolverine to finish the connection.
I like it.
You know what I mean? Just because I feel like, well, okay, hey, Peter pulls up and there's a Peter in every reality. It's like, I mean, okay, it just didn't feel great.
I got you.
I feel like Peter was a dope character, and it's him going around, him going to the other thing and bringing the Deadpools together, because they should all just been, crazy and kind of doing their own thing. They weren't all together before.
So what were your thoughts on Cassandra Nova, the character?
Overall, I mean, okay. I think, knowing how important she was in the mutant stories.
Yes.
I feel like she was a little less. I also didn't like how they I forget if she had, I don't remember her having telekinesis, but I hate how they give everybody telekinesis now.
I do agree with
high level telekinesis where it's I mean, okay, like I get the like finger in the brain, like being able to get like
That was
deeper, you know, with the thing and how it's like the horror part of it. I like that, but like just the like random TK that they give everybody, like everybody's just fucking what's it called? High Evolutionary had it. She has like everybody gets TK now.
You get TK, you get TK, you get
Yeah,
TK.
it's kind of like how Fox used to make every mutant be able to jump 30 feet in the air.
That's true. Yeah, I remember.
It was like by X-Men 3, there was not one character that was able to just bounce from like the ground like 40 feet in the air.
It's funny that you brought up High Evolutionary because one thing that I do like about Cassandra Nova, I like it when the villain's having fun.
Yes.
I like it when the villain's having a good time.
Yeah.
And the nasty hand thing, even though that's not how this works in the comic book, I'll let it slide. Because she was doing that to kill people, not to just get into their minds. But I do like it because I like that how weird and nasty it looked, and I didn't like. I like how she really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
Like to me, I like seeing my villains enjoy being villains, but they did not have enough time to do her whole background. They didn't have enough time to do that, so I understand her not being a favorite. But in appeal to the story, I think she was great.
Yeah, I don't think she did a bad job as a character. I thought she was fun. Like, I liked her overall. I just feel like as a character, like, I feel like she wasn't as developed as she could have been.
I agree.
I kind of also didn't like, I feel like if they would have taken some of the focus off Paradox as being part of the villain problem, and instead, like, I like the idea, especially with the name Paradox, of he's just a fuck up. And
so
that, instead of like, they were supposed to, maybe he was supposed to go and erase certain people, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
And as a result, Cassandra Nova became like, people were supposed to go to the Void and go, but now there's been a collection building in the Void and there's a problem. And he's like, who's the greater fuck up than me? Maybe go get Deadpool because he's out of options, and then but then giving Cassandra Nova more of that villain time. To build and develop her character a little bit more, and then instead, because you just had the reformation of TVA, it's like them having like a villain that level that quickly that like, okay, we don't really know what you're doing, and all these things that Deadpool and them are. I mean, you'd see the timeline splitting off like a lot, which also wouldn't be a fucking problem because guess what? You're letting the timeline split off. You're just you're letting it happen organically, so you're just like, okay, whatever, and keep it fucking pushing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was also very confused at why people said, how did Laura get to the Void? I'm like, what are you confused about?
The Fox universe went to the Void.
The whole Fox did, and what was the whole concept of the movie? Was that her world was dying.
Yeah.
So yeah, it made sense that she was there.
They explained certain anchor beings die. And things happen. And, I mean, I don't know which anchor being you want to pick, but a lot of niggas died in the X-Men. You want to say Mystique died in the last one, you could have blamed it on her.
She could have been
the early Fox X-Men universe, Phoenix died.
It could have been her. What are your thoughts at Pyro taking out Human Torch?
That was stupid. That was dumb as fuck. But at the very same time, I get they want to make it funny. And they had no other real way that they probably could think of to do it, because nobody else there would have taken Human Torch. But Pyro, controls fire. I don't believe he absorbs it, especially not at that level. Johnny Howie generally has a lot more to give. Like, there should have been something else potentially stopping Johnny as well. But yeah, Pyro can also burn from fire that's not under his control. Johnny has sustained entire stars for years on end.
He can't get that hot though, because people were saying that they're like, oh, he could just go nuclear sun, what, and murder everybody? That's the catch with him. That's the catch with Human Torch. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that's why he didn't go nuclear.
But I was saying at the same time, and that's kind of like where my point was going, is like, because he could do that, you realize like a minute of him pushing out fire is not going to do anything. Like, Pyro's power does not work where he absorbs fire into himself.
Agreed.
He controls fire. Johnny could put that output out for like months on end. Yeah. If he's fed anything, if he's fed anything, but far more than Pyro could potentially take that. Like, and not only that, but he has two arms. Like, he can also fire the other direction.
Yeah.
Like, people forget, like, Johnny can be firing and throwing like fireballs over top two, doing all kinds of stupid shit.
I always tell people it's very unfair to only link Human Torch to fire. It's kind of unfair. Think solar. That's what I would relate him to. As in, you could drop Johnny into the Death Star and he just destroyed himself. Dolo. He'll take out the whole entire Death Star easily. And that's one of the things that I like about Johnny is, yes, he's insanely powerful, but he can't just do that. Remember in the first Fantastic Four movie, he says, I can go harder. And then Mr. Fantastic's like, please don't.
Yeah, we can't withstand that.
You can fuck around and destroy the planet.
And that's one of the cool things about Ben, is Ben's tough enough to take some of the higher levels of his heat. So if he's not going just full Nova and just clears the room, like him and Ben could do some motherfucking damage together.
Yeah.
Like when they work together well. And Sue could of course block. I think Sue's blocked up to the Nova. Like Sue's insanely powerful.
It hurts her and burns her, but she can do it.
But Johnny is like, yeah, I mean, like you said, he is like Taz said, he's solar level.
Yeah.
He has a lot more output than that. He's also like, I just think it was like one of those scenes where it's like you're just trying to move on to the next scene, and you really don't have any other characters there that could do anything about it. Like I would have had, if anything, it would have been funnier if he would have started doing it. And Pyro would have just started like making like flame flowers or something silly in the grass, just turning the flames into other stuff. And Johnny would just be like, I should have ate before. It just kind of passed, like had too much. But Pyro would not be able to absorb all the flame from Johnny. Johnny's flame's on and he's just generating flame. It's a reaction with the oxygen around him.
Can I be the devil's advocate right now?
Go ahead.
Be a devil's advocate. Does that only bother you because you know it from the comic book?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's say I've never read a comic book in my life. Would that make sense to me?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
If you've seen the old X-Men movies, yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no. I mean,
because I'm just saying
because he does too. But because he in the X-Men movie, like if you go back and watch the X-Men movie, he talks about like I can't generate flame, I can just control it. But he doesn't say anything about absorbing it.
This is
but
true.
At the same time, like I mean, you're putting him on a.
I also
didn't mind the Sabretooth fight. Yeah, I thought that was good.
Yeah,
because that Sabretooth kind of sucked.
Yeah. I'm glad that was their way of saying we're not even going to entertain this. We're saving this for Liam Neeson.
I do like that they brought over the old Juggernaut, so that way the good Juggernaut still could be out there. I'd rather have Ryan Reynolds Juggernaut.
I agree. I do like how they were bringing weapons from other things. They had the missile launcher.
Is that why they left Juggernaut with the X-Men in the books?
It could be.
I mean, the big Juggernaut.
This is gonna say, God damn it! I do not like good Juggernaut. I'm never gonna be a fan of that, even though it's awesome. I just can't be a fan of good Juggernaut. But anyways, I like the bazooka from Punisher Warzone. R.I.P. Is it Ray Vaughn who played him?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta.
Yeah. No, not Ray Liotta.
No. What was
someone in the chat help us out.
Ray, what? Fuck, what's his name?
Was it Vaughn? I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, because I hate when I can picture the
Ray Stevenson. Rest in peace, Ray Stevenson. I like how they had his bazooka, one of the greatest things I've ever seen on the TV screen. They also used a Sentinel boot to get away from Elliot. Yeah, they did. Lots of
Easter eggs.
Yeah, lots of Easter eggs.
It was. I mean, let's be real. In Sacrifice of Story, it was a fanfare. It was. It was. And it was done. It was done well as a result. Like I can't say I hate it, but at the very same time, like it was just a lot of hey. You were fans of this. We teased the execution of it all at the last movie. Let's give you a little bit of the storyline as we bring some stuff over to the MCU.
Yeah. And
I do like, matter of fact, I love that they kept Laura because I think she would be a great Wolverine.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Let me tell you why I don't like it. Okay, I'm all in. We're just going to roll with her, right? Are we just going to roll with her? We're not. When do I see her again?
Would the X-Men pop up?
Are we keeping her?
Yeah, why not? She's in the
Are we keeping her as Wolverine?
I like it.
That's not what I asked you. Are we keeping her as Wolverine?
I don't know if they are, but I want them to. I like it.
So you don't even agree that you're not even sure they're gonna do it or not.
Oh, I feel like they are only because they went out of their way to show that she's still there.
But this is also why I hate it. I'm like, we both want Wolverine, but even both of us are kind of like, huh? Are they even gonna do it? And that's why it upset me. Because if you're gonna show me her, I'm sold. All right, we're just gonna move forward with this, right?
See, and I like the idea. I like potentially the idea of her also encountering, like, if we get a her, we'll also encounter a younger her, and we get a honey badger.
I want honey badger. I do want honey badger.
So I like doing that because not only will it expand the Wolverine kind of thing that you like,
and
giving
so
him, I think, good storyline.
And so also we're calling her honey badger and not Scout, right?
It's calling her what? She ain't no Batman character, nigga. What the fuck you call Scout for? Honey badger.
You know, Scout is not also my Ghost Spider. I am not calling Spider Gwen Ghost Spider. It's not happening.
The Ghost character became a
We're
Spider
not.
character?
She's not Ghost Spider.
So you tell me Ghost became a Spider character?
Listen, check me out. Bust it. I can't wait to never call her Ghost Spider. I can't wait to never call her that. Just make her Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy. Just like Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
I don't care if you guys call her Spider-Gwen.
He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm calling her Spider-Gwen. Let's be honest. Logan probably dies in Secret Wars. Gives Laura the yellow helmet.
You know, she should change her name officially and adopt a different identity in regular life so she can be Spider-Gwen. What's your name in real life? Katrina.
I mean, it makes sense because she's in the 616 now, so she can't just be Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. She can't just be Gwen Stacy here.
And why do you call yourself Spider-Gwen in the honor of Gwen Stacy who passed it?
I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
We're
we past the time? We are. We're way past our time.
But thank you for tuning in, folks.
Good amount of people here.
Toast is with the most. Yeah, we're back on Twitter. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah. Taz, old nerdy bastard. See you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.